Hunter?
Yeah.
So, well, hello everyone, and welcome to Blame the Dice. Very special shout out to those of you joining us live this afternoon and evening. It's great to have you here. I don't actually know if there is anyone here live, but if there is anyone, welcome. And to those catching up later, whether on YouTube or while the VOD is still up on Twitch, thank you for tuning in as well. And welcome to the Chronicles of the Progenitor. Today we dive into episode 2, continuing the story of our adventures in the world of Zephyria. Now, without further ado, let's pick up right where we left off with our adventurers who found themselves stranded. The Silver Hawk grounded, its flight crystal stolen, and the only path forward was through the twisted, dangerous expanse of the Sablestone Forest. With the city of Greyhaven still far ahead, they pressed on through this necrotic woodland, where the very air thrums with necrosis. The forest grew darker with every step. Gnarled trees clawed at the twilight sky like skeletal fingers, and the ground beneath their feet turned soft and spongy, layered with rot and decay. As they moved deeper into the woods, a thick fog filled in, unnaturally dense, cloaking everything in a ghostly blur. Visibility dropped to barely 5 feet. The air was cold and heavy, charged with necrotic energy that bit at the skin and mind alike. Then the ambush struck. 6 massive shambling mounds, writhing masses of vines, decay, and crackling electrical energy surged out of the mist. Alongside them skittered 10 giant spiders, descending from above to strike while the adventurers were blinded and disoriented. The enemies used the fog to full advantage, gaining a deadly surprise round. It was chaos. Party members fell unconscious, and in the midst of the confusion, Garlic Butter, our wild magic sorcerer, triggered a surge, inflicting vulnerability to piercing damage on the entire party. Perfect when you're fighting giant spiders that like to bite. To make matters worse, 3 allies from the Silver Hawk, Captain Alvara Saley and her remaining 2 crewmates, fell in the battle, their lives cut short in the necrotic forest. Just as all seemed lost, a spark of light broke through. Apollo, the party's cleric, called upon the radiant power of soul.
Shit, yeah.
He cast spirit guardians, and holy light tore through the darkness. Protected by his allies' enchantments and warding magic, Apollo became a walking storm of radiant death, cutting down enemies that dared approach. And slowly the tide began to turn. Now, wounded, weathered, and still deep in battle, we return, right in the thick of it. Cool.
I'm in the thick of it.
Alrighty. So, first up, what have I got? What's actually that guy? The Shambling Mound starts its turn within the.
Oh, that is what I like to hear. Beauty. All right. Can I please get a wisdom saving throw?
Throw.
No.
18.
Okay, it succeeds. So it will take whatever this is divided by 2.
Let's see some 8s.
All right, 7, 4, 3. So 14. So 7.
7 damage.
7 radiant.
How would you like to do this?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What a start. It just fades away. It's just so bright. It doesn't have any sunscreen on.
Part of its upper torso disintegrates, leaving the lower part like descending into the earth.
Oh,
Excellent.
too good.
So that's this one. Your drawing wasn't needed for very long.
Way to rub it in. It's not valuable, John.
That's the stream looking, by the way. Have we got the camera up here? Battle cam. Sick.
Oh, it's so good.
All right. Now we have one of the giant spiders. One of the remaining ones has its turn. I believe it's also starting in the aura. So it needs to make a.
Okay. Everything's in the aura by this stage.
Yeah, except for that guy.
Yeah.
But if it moves into it, it still takes that. On the wisdom save, that's a 6.
It fails and takes 11 radiant damage.
How do you want to do that?
It also just melts.
Just fucking solo the whole way.
Just the brightness is too much for all these fiends to handle.
Bro's got the whole north side covered.
He does.
Oh yeah.
And with that, Garlic Butter, you're up with Apollo on deck.
Oh, beauty.
Do you remember
Yes.
last Bro?
You're prone because Relifex just ran in the darkness despite being tethered to you guys.
So can I get
Fell
up?
down. You use half your movement to get out of prone, which is
Yeah, no.
difficult terrain. So I think that's like all your
One
movement.
square.
You get like 1 square movement.
Devin's
Oh, wait,
lost anyway.
wait, sorry.
It's
First I
like,
roll a
God's rude.
d4. Look at what happens. All my damage spells push back 10 feet. Okay. I don't see anyone. I'm
No.
low health. I have my turn.
All right, Apollo, you're up.
I take the dodge action. So until the start of my next turn, attack rolls against me have disadvantage. And I make dexterity saving throws with advantage.
Yep.
Yep. So I dodge and I cast aid on the weakest looking allies I see.
Freddie Mercury moment.
What are the weakest looking allies
The weakest looking allies.
from my that I see through my helmet?
I'll let these guys describe that too. How everyone's looking.
You're looking cut up and bruised.
I am defiantly bloody.
Okay.
I'm one less bloody than him.
And how bloody?
Okay.
How bloody?
I'm looking at a near 1/8 of my health. 1 to 51. Be an 8.
Okay.
I'm on a scale of like 1 to like
Jesus.
66. I'm like a 5.
Ah,
Actually, you are in immediate danger, so I'll give you 5 HP.
I'm 5 at some scale as well.
That scale is
Bro's
sick.
just dropped all pretense.
I think you're
There's some
safe.
scale. I said it could be like 5 out of 6. Who knows?
I'll heal you, and
She has less.
Scars next suit.
Is that 10 hit points?
It's 5 because it's.
Wait, we
I'm
didn't
only using a
ignore
level
spell.
2 spell slot for this one.
Is it 10 hit points or
Was that
healing?
included in that?
I don't know. I don't know if John was included in that.
Oh,
What is it?
So there's 10 hit points. We
No, I
don't have
wasn't.
the half it. But it's
No.
together with the half it.
I remember.
Oh, it's healing.
I'm not even joking.
Okay. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Probably not.
Okay, I won't. Sorry, guys, I won't do that.
All good.
I bonus action do nothing and just
All right.
dodge.
All right.
Dodge.
I will just point out again for anyone watching that the reason why some characters can see and some can't is due to certain effects. And yes, the fog is effectively blinding most people. If you want to find out how this has been mostly overcome, you can check out last session. Cool. One of the giant spiders has its turn. It's going to
Move into?
well, it's no smarter. Doesn't think about it. So yes, it moves in. See how far it can get. It's going to make a wisdom save. That's a 2.
It fails and takes 11. 11 radiant.
How do you want to do this?
Does any creature even
It
tell
enters
anything?
my
Or just
beautiful
blind straight
radius of death, and I'm not.
Where
I'm
was
not
this
back
the
to it.
whole combat?
Yeah, where's the AoE effects?
It's only the end of last session.
How long did this spell go for, by the way?
Bro had his anime movement. It's
100
10 minutes.
rounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
10 minutes.
Why is
But
it
it's
so
concentration.
broken
I should
shit?
technically have a concentration thing. I just haven't had damage, so I haven't been challenged for concentration yet.
Sick.
They just walk into the radius and die.
3
Your character,
creatures
this one.
have died without even having their turn.
Yeah.
Or taking an action.
Holy shit.
All right. Move on to another giant spider. Starts the turn within the radius.
Lovely.
That's a 20.
It succeeds
And
and takes 12 divided by 2, so 6 radiant.
All right.
How do I want to do this?
No, it gets a turn.
You bit.
This bit comes down and is going to try and fight Goliath here.
Oh,
That's not nice.
I impose disadvantage using warding flare. I use my reaction.
Okay.
I impose disadvantage and I heal you 2d6 plus. I give you temporary hit points.
Oh, that's even better.
So 6 plus 5.
That is
What
a
a reaction.
22 to hit with disadvantage.
What? Good thing you got a.
Luckily, I've now got 16 health.
Okay. Well, you
Wow.
you are vulnerable to the piercing damage that's going to come your way.
Oh.
Were you in that radius? I
Was
thought
that
it
a
was us
radius?
on the south side.
I thought it was mainly just Darcy.
So it hit
I
everyone.
think it was me, Relifex.
Well,
Yeah, it was
how much range did this one
Cersei.
have?
Hmm?
How much range did that effect have? Because I thought it was the smaller one. Thought it was me, Ashton,
me.
Darcy, and the other thingy, my Bob.
Cersei.
Quite possibly could have been.
Yeah, because I think it was only us on the south side, because it nearly killed me.
30 feet.
Yeah, I don't think it was the north side.
Yeah, there wouldn't have been enough. Yeah. Cool. So you're fine then.
You're welcome. You're
You're
welcome.
Nine
welcome.
piercing
You
damage.
screwed up everyone but
But
a short rest.
Yeah. So that, and 7 poison damage.
7? Okay, I'm living.
9 and 7.
Wait, how much?
9 piercing and 7 poison.
15. He's on 1.
Wait, 9 and 7, that's 16.
Oh, is it?
I'm down.
Oh, you're right.
So
That's exactly your health.
Oh.
we're taking those death moves from Daggerheart, if you remember. What option would you like? Pen, I think, John. Do you have a pen? Yeah.
What were they?
2d12. So do you remember the options? Or do you want
Yeah,
to
I remember the options. There's the 2d12s, you roll it behind the thing, or I can go out in a blaze of glory and die.
Yes.
Well,
So
it's
one
only the
option is
final
you
two.
50-50 it, where
Yeah.
you like come back
One
almost
life, one
better
death.
off than you were before.
Is it better off? Do I get health when I come back?
Yes, but if
We
you
just
fail
did
it, you're
stuff.
dead. Like if you're
Hmm.
Did you won then you had?
it's basically
The
50-50.
I like
choice is
this one.
obvious.
I'm not gonna-
I think
I
you're
feel-
fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run the normal method.
Yeah.
We need him for gentle repose, though. Or to just. No, he doesn't have that anymore.
What's that?
If we're going to try and save at least the captain,
Yeah,
we
I
need you.
yeah, I can gentle repose.
Cool.
It's a.
Um,
How long does it take before you?
I think you have like a minute.
Yeah,
without
it's
gentle
minutes.
repose.
Can I free
So-
action, like call, like yell really loud so people know where I am? Like,
I'm going to
Yes.
free action ask for your location on
yes,
my turn.
yes, yes. I would say that this communication can happen outside of the turn as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, yeah.
You get the
And gentle repose is a second level necromancy spell.
Alright.
But I do have
Necromancy?
spell slots for it
Cool.
all the time.
Hey, are there dudes over there?
They're all just come towards my voice. The last two are
Cool.
here.
Just fireball me.
I have a cool idea if it gets back to my turn.
We move on to Cersei's turn.
Oh no.
She's going to use all her movement to
You
get
still
back
have
up.
a living NPC.
Yeah, Cersei.
We're
Why?
saving her.
Yeah, he's contemplating killing her.
Hat trick.
I have OCD.
All right. Let's see. Well, Cersei can see relatively. So she might.
Burning hands relevant.
Smack him.
For a survivor.
She's going to use 3 of her sorcery points to give you 3 of those like shadowy floating clones of herself that represent a number of D8 that you can roll when you take damage to reduce damage.
Damn, I thought those were going to be spirit guardians.
Oh my God, we're levitating, right?
Yes, I am.
That's true. That's going to mark Cersei's turn and move on to the final Shambling Mound that's here that starts its turn within
Yeah.
radius of the Spirit Guardians and rolls a 4 on the Wisdom save.
Oh, this is a good roll. So that's 12 plus 7.
19.
19. God damn.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Holy shit.
As after this, now we'll have Dr. Von Boom on.
Can't see anything.
Yeah, aren't you just floating in the air?
Yeah.
Yes, but we'll finish this kill descriptions.
Cheers, Justice Combat's
Yeah.
finished quicker than I thought.
No one can see this, but my sun emblem on my chest is glowing really bright, and I just, sort of.
Hit
What's
the-
up?
hit the
What's
super-
up?
There's his metal breath.
Yeah.
Man pose.
Oh, so good.
Like the scene in Rick and Morty where Jesus comes down and like tears his robe and he's like, oh, and shows us. And the dude's
Excellent.
like, oh.
That brings us to Dr. Von Boom with Scoutsnick on deck. And it's just a spider that's left.
Supposedly.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Well,
Move
can't
towards
move.
my voice.
You
And
can't go up.
move. Yeah.
That way. Yeah.
So
Just keep going up. How high are you up at the moment?
oh, 60. I'm in range.
Of what? Can you see?
You can't see through the fog.
I don't need to see to cast my spell. Like
Okay.
it just says a beam of crackling energy lattice toward a creature within range. It's Witch Bolt.
It's like a homing
Actually, you
missile.
might be right.
Yeah, I'd say it just looks like you're going like find them and then type
Yeah.
thing.
Like I have a homing
Yeah.
homing spot or something. I will cast it at 3rd level. So it's gonna be a
All I'm
4D.
doing something.
Yeah.
No
Fucking
way.
enough to get obliterated.
Well, I can't use Eldritch Blast. I need to see it.
What type of damage is it?
That's a wall.
So
Is
it's
it sounds which
Which bolt's random damage, isn't it? No, that's chaos bolt.
Witch
is
Bolt
that?
is
Because if it's-
thunder damage.
becomes cold
True.
because of your
Witch Bolt ice version.
curse.
So on hit, the target makes a 2d12. Oh, well, it's 4d12.
4d12.
Yeah,
Sorry?
it's
What?
At 3rd level, if I cast it at higher level.
Oh, you're right. We have 3rd level spell slots. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's like fireball territory.
That's a huge amount of damage.
It's like you can't.
You're learning this now?
Yeah, I am.
It's 3D
Great.
at 3rd level. Each level above the last grants an additional D12.
Which says here in D&D Beyond, it's 4d12.
It does.
Yeah.
Serious.
Yeah, and
Maybe you got
each-
buffed in
it's-
2024.
On each of your subsequent turns, you take a bonus action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically. That's first level does 2d12.
Oh, they buffed it.
The initial damage increases by 1d12 for each spell slot above
it's
1.
4d12.
That's a lot better than it used to be. Jesus Christ.
So it is 4d12.
Well, that's if I roll. If I hit it.
Oh, that's really
So-
good.
If you hit it, that thing's just dead.
Wait, you have to roll the
Dear one.
Natural 20!
Roll your 8d12.
So it doesn't see the target, but it has to roll to hit.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't know
the
about
roll
that
to
one.
hit replicates. Oh,
That's
it should be a deck save then if it
Yeah.
was. Oh.
I don't know. It's your ruling.
It's going to die. Look, the turn order is all of you guys before it gets a turn.
Mm.
So I think it's fine to rule it this way that you can hit it.
Can I roll damage at least?
8d12.
8d12.
Watch it all be ones. It survives.
It's not a bonus.
8 damage.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's an action. You can then use a bonus action.
Yeah, no,
to do
but
additional.
did you see on an
What is it?
Oh, okay.
15!
15 damage. 50 cold damage.
Yeah.
Is this witch
So
bolt?
basically, like, Dr. Van Boom just like hovering, like, rotating around the sky.
This witch bolt comes out of your.
If I stop, that's what I shoot.
The witch bolt comes out of your spellcasting focus, and as it hits the air, immediately turns into almost the aesthetics of Ray of Frost. And it's just these
Sweet.
ice shots coming out. How do you want to do this?
Well,
Must have been low on health, hey?
Must
have
been 15 damage.
Yeah.
so it starts casting as like lightning, and then mid-air it starts slowing down as it turns to frost, and then it hits the spider at the bottom.
Nice.
Falling apart.
Right,
You just gave it a
ball.
backshot.
We live. Well, I'm down, but we live.
Everyone but the crew survived. Hell yeah.
All right,
We didn't need them anyway.
Can I cast a cantrip now?
Yeah.
That combat's over.
Well, as combat has ended, immediately you notice the fog, though it's still lingering, quickly shifts, and then you notice bodies of the shambling mounds rapidly rotting. The fog is dissipating slightly, and everyone can now see through it up to 60 feet. It's no longer a magical mechanical effect that has the blindness condition. The mounds show no sign of any kind of blood or fluid. Essentially, they're just quickly starting to slump until their forms collapse into inert piles of rot. One begins to grow mushrooms and fast, spreading as if eager to reclaim the flesh. Healing in this area is still dulled. Though the fight is over, the forest still hurts. Circe is very quick to say that, quickly, we must purge these piles of rot. The energy in this forest, it desires rebirth. Apollo, Goliath, anyone who can dish out the power of radiance, let's burn these rot piles. And then Circe starts using sacred flame on one of the piles of rot.
So
I'm gonna pick up the captain and like try and drag her over to David,
can I
even
search?
though he's down.
Can you search her pockets?
As I'm dragging her, you're just
Yeah.
there.
Rummaging her
Cast
pockets.
Scared Stone on you.
You notice
Oh,
that
yeah.
the
Stabilize you.
corpses of your airship compatriots have disappeared.
No,
Really?
what?
Unlucky.
Where their bodies were once laying, now is just clear dirt, almost like a silhouette of the bodies as they once laid.
No.
Pick up
Oh,
the
well.
silhouette.
Fertilizer.
Cersei, you said they're going to be reborn. It's going to be fine.
True.
We'll just come back in like a month and we'll be here.
You know what we just
Fine.
bought? It's
just
going to be
need to-
reborn as well.
How are you guys assisting?
We just
Cersei
need to
with
leave a
the
little note.
Radiant purge of the piles of rot.
I don't think
Oh,
we have a
that's
way of
awesome.
helping.
Oh, you know what?
touch
Too.
us anymore.
Did you
I
assist
you
him?
haven't saved him yet.
Spare the time.
Spare the
Doesn't
science
pick them
business
up.
stable.
Oh. I didn't read
You have
that.
to heal him.
Oh, LOL. Okay. Yeah, I'll heal him.
Is a medicine texture the same thing as
Stabilize, yes.
Pick him up.
I don't think I have any.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just stand there every
give me
6
the-
seconds
just
calling
give me-
lightning.
Give me bed.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
just gonna-
smiting these piles.
Chop up one of the bodies
They
to make
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Persistent to
Like,
letting
is
down
that-
food.
Spiders.
Yeah, okay, works on the spiders.
Well, I have like
4.
just calling ice. I don't know which bolt.
You get healed for 7.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start dragging
Divide by
corpses,
2
chopping them up, piling them all together.
Is it still divided by 2 healing, by the way?
You
Yeah,
said
it's
it
still
was.
hard.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So 3? So it's rounded down.
3 or 4,
Round
but
down.
3 round down, yeah.
Cersei also responds to this identification of the bodies no longer being saying that the forest has claimed the fallen. Says this is a shame. Avara and her crew meant well. It feels wrong not being able to ensure them a proper burial. But at least here they are buried nonetheless. Cersei says this as she uses thaumaturgy to create little flaming heart shapes on each patch of dirt that has claimed the bodies.
That's nice.
That was nice.
And you see in the corner every 6 seconds, lightning crashing from the heavens. Bang.
So just got that. The barbarians
In order to do radiant damage, I have spirit guardians. Nothing about it like nothing, no description of it outside combat. But they deal radiant damage. Could I, like, for lore purposes, instruct my spirit guardians to like
Go over and start.
go over and like do some
Yeah.
stuff?
Sure,
Butcher.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably surely have like a cantrip or something. Like Cersei's just using a cantrip from her magic initiate cleric.
Oh yeah.
What's she using?
Yeah, Sacred
Sacred
Flame.
Flame.
Sacred
Oh,
flame.
I think
I
I
have
have that.
Sacred Flame too.
You just in role play cantrips are just a completely freedom use tool.
Yeah.
Like,
Surely lightning from the heavens has some kind of purifying property.
As-
Stop existing.
Goliath, as you're purging the rot, you notice that this shambling mound had a deer skeleton inside it, and it's still fresh. This thing had been hunting the wildlife to grow faster.
They're learning.
Is that not? Is that?
Yeah.
Shambling Mound's got to eat, right?
Well, what is?
Does anyone have a good survival or something?
But it's not rotting. The deer outside of it.
Oh, let me check.
I feel like
Shambling Mound is.
no.
Ah,
If I'm still raging, primal knowledge means that I can use my strength instead for it. So I would have a
How
plus.
long does your
To survive?
last?
It's usually
When it ends
Rage.
6 seconds after
Yeah, it
not
ends
being
6
hit.
seconds after combat. So if you've been chopping up bodies and stuff,
It has an out of combat use.
does it?
Right.
take a bonus action to extend your rage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can kind of
2024 barbarian can now use their rage outside of combat effectively, and I believe within that it grants them the ability to use their strength instead of charisma score to do things like intimidation.
That's sweet.
primal knowledge. So whenever you make an ability check using one of the following skills, make it a strength check, even if it normally uses a different ability. So acrobatics, intimidation, perception, stealth, survival.
Fair enough.
Very, very handy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's happening with this shit?
So what would you like to do?
You're just saying, does anyone have good survival?
Like, why is this happening?
Oh,
Right? Like,
try to figure out what's happening.
yeah.
Right.
Why dear?
hungry.
Yeah, you can make a survival check.
All right.
Yes.
Sure. Check actually. Let me check one thing. With this, I just want to see because I know when
While you're working this out, I'm going to say that Apollo, while you're purging under one of the mountains, you find a stone cracked with pale green lines.
I do a
tingly.
how does it is it like moving or like does it feel magical? Can I do an arcana
You
check?
can do an arcana check.
I wanted to mention it would be quite funny. As the fog recedes, everyone would notice like 60 foot
Ooh.
every direction, like a broiling thunderstorm.
I got 16.
It's a dead ley line crystal.
That's a dead ley line crystal.
God, it's a dead ley line
Broken and leaking.
it's unfortunate I got an 11.
I know.
This
like,
isn't Apollo
Disadvantage.
talking. This is me. What's a dead ley line? Am I
Ley
meant to-
line is like where the
Isn't that like
magic
a
in the
magic
world
veins
just
through the
flows
world?
through.
Yeah.
So it's like Attack on Titan.
So a crystal for a ley line would be some like attractant for it that kind of helps direct the ley lines.
Hmm. So they have like a HV magic power.
Kind of,
grid.
yes.
This one is broken.
Ah,
This would be equivalent to like a pylon or an offshoot transformer.
yeah. Interesting. Oh. Well, guys, I found a broken ley line. Oh, it's leaking. Hurry up.
Not a broken
What's
offshore
actually-
transformer.
How's the survival check stuff happening?
Despite the fact that I don't know an answer, I got an 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
Well, there's no particularly high DC. So,
Oh.
is this about the deer?
Yeah.
Yep.
What
Yeah.
was it about the deer?
Essentially,
Well, you're
with inside the shambling mound, the deer had just been well preserved, and that's not rotting in response to the radiant damage. So, well being
right.
So it's edible.
Yeah, I was literally about to say. So it could be eating deer instead of rabbit.
There's bits of
What?
flesh, not much.
Oh,
Still mostly skeletal, but
It's probably like saving
Lizards
the
eat
deer.
skeletons.
It's probably saving the deer. So the forest is corrupted and the shambling man is trying to save it. Something. Is it still alive?
What? It's
No.
mostly skeleton.
I'll
hope
save
the
you.
answer wasn't yes.
Pick it up. Guys, look at this. Holding it over my head. Yeah. We're eating good tonight, boys.
Shambling Mountain's just a Sarlacc pit.
so
Interesting.
mechanically, for the next 24 hours, the area remains cursed, so long as you, if you leave it, next 24 hours, you still have this effect. So essentially, once you hit Greyhaven, 24 hours in addition to that, healing is still half. And long rest won't restore more than half HP unless you leave Sablestone.
How did they make Greyhaven? How did they make Greyhaven in this forest? Like, how did they build it? The city in this forest.
Isn't it built into a delta?
Does that mean this is
thought
like
it
a
was
recent thing?
It's built into the side of like really spiky mountains, essentially.
And
Okay.
isn't there like a delta coming up to it?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
also a river.
Okay. So the Greyhavians didn't have to build their
You-
city amongst a death forest.
You would presume, based on what you know and being told over and over, that the necrotic energy is coming from Greathaven, that if Greathaven was likely built back when Sablestone was perfectly fine.
Right.
So we need to purge Greyhaven.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's what Relifex is thinking.
Yeah.
Needs
start
some
tossing
purging,
shit.
get some
that too.
necromancers.
You'd be thinking
It's
that
now
too.
ruled
Oh, yeah.
by people that like to do funky magic.
Isn't it like on brand for you to want to purge a city like
Purge the
this?
darkness.
Or just the city?
Oh,
That's where Cersei's from.
I don't know about that.
We're gonna go on a
So
side
you're religious.
adventure.
That's what you do.
So we keep going. Or
Sacred
like,
flame on everything in
Yes.
this forest.
Do we find somewhere to rest?
So you also spot that trees are dying from the inside out. So the bark
Damn, that's
has
neat.
some slick black moss on its exterior that would look like it should be killing it, but maybe it's keeping it alive. Some of the defeated spiders, abdomens that remain, because they're not all absolutely annihilated by lightning, are bloated with sludge.
Oh. Guys, this forest is pretty fucked up.
Everything gets constipated.
Yeah.
Real.
There's weirdly preserved animals. There's a Ergon HV magic conduit. We gotta get out of here. We gotta go to the city, guys.
I agree. Get out of here.
Cersei says this is what it looks like when necrosis takes root in the bones of the world. Just slow rot seeping outward.
When we were walking through the forest, this seemed like is the necrosis getting thicker as we go on, or
Yeah, it quickly hit. So
it's like
climax essentially.
a solid boundary between necrosis?
No,
No.
it was gradual through a ball.
Yes.
I described
Okay.
it first with the.
Hmm.
I think I said that the ground first went soppy,
Mm.
and then the fog sort of built in from which, yeah.
So yeah, it appears that something is happening in Greyhaven, which is leaking out this kind of rot into the world. So we should go there and check it out and see what's happening.
Yeah. So
There is a
yes,
blight in
we must
Greyhaven.
move. Thalin may yet endure, or what remains of him may still be reached. I felt the power in him just before he vanished. It was vast. Something old. It reeked of pain. So much pain and hate and venom. As for those who took him, I had never seen their like before our first encounter. Their presence felt detached. I do not know where they come from, but I believe we can find answers in Greyhaven. At least that's the part of my hope wants me to make me believe that.
Rock on, Cersei.
There is someone there, an old mentor and a former friend, who once found herself chasing the powers of sin and pain.
Chasing the powers of sin and pain.
Oh, that's cinnamon pain.
Cinnamon pain.
My favorite
Take
book.
a spoon of cinnamon. Oh, it's painful.
She says, if anyone can help us untangle this, it is Naylor Vane.
Naylor Vane.
Yep.
So how do you? What was Naylor doing? Naylor Vane
She's an old mentor.
tackling what the gods of sin and pain?
Yes.
The gods or the primordials?
Chasing the powers of sin and pain.
The powers. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That friend seems pretty intense.
We should like befriend
says-
them.
They
They
sound
sound pretty
lovely.
strong.
She says Naylor Vane was once a prodigy of Greyhaven's necrotic academies, a rising star within the sepulchral Athenium. But her focus was not on conventional necromancy. She sought to merge physical discipline with soul binding and blood based magic,
Ooh.
believing that true power comes from personal sacrifice. She traveled west, beyond the cliffs of Sablestone, and into the western wilds, where she trained for a time in a secretive monastery. Not even one that I know its location of. She told me, though, that it was built into the ribs of a long dead Leviathan, but I was much younger when she told me this could very well be a lie. Um, anyway, it was there that she learned the art of bodily control, presumably. Returned to Greyhaven altered. Her limbs became precise as blades. Her mind went quiet, and her blood now sings with ritual power. She's binded sigils into her own circulatory system, and it's enhanced her body and mind at a terrible cost. I was one of her few apprentices, eager to learn how necrotic power could be wielded without corruption. But then Layla went and did this and shattered my belief.
Tell you what, your friend kind of sounds like a bad guy. If she makes a wrong move around us, she'll get to know some pain.
I don't believe she's evil. It's more of a... She more so thinks that the ends justify the means.
She better be
And
careful.
for all
around
her calm, she
me.
holds a dangerous view.
Next thing we know, she's
The
gonna sell
pain
wheels.
is a resource, and suffering could be a tool if wielded precisely. She once offered up the souls of dying prisoners to fuel an experimental blood rite meant to lock down the spreading corruption. Now, she obviously saved a huge portion of the city folk by containing this corruption, but those prisoners, even though they were already on their deathbed, suffered a very agonizing death.
It's just effective resource management.
Yeah. So she said she left without a word and feared what she might become if she stayed under Naylor.
Okay.
All right, we'll visit your
And
friend, but we'll be
They haven't
careful.
spoken since, but her knowledge and pursuit of pain could be exactly what lead us to learn more of Thalin and the Song of Malice.
Well,
What do you think about that, Relevance?
Speaking of,
I think the instant we get what we need, I'd want to kill her.
I
Instant we get the information, you're a terrible person.
isn't she explicitly not a necromancer?
Yeah, but she's like,
Did you hear that?
Did
Like
you not hear that last
necromantic
line?
energies.
Killed a bunch of people to save more people.
It's not necromancy. I could do that.
That's less than
She's dealing with alive people, not dead people.
Just like microdosing on
killing a bunch of
necromancy.
people.
It's still
It's
necromancy.
exactly your advantage.
Sorry, what were you saying before?
I was going to say, speaking of ends justifying the means, we should get walking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got like 5 minutes left on my spirit guardian, so that might protect us.
Well, I say it's been enough time that everyone who did activate their ascendant residency now no longer in that state.
Yeah.
It was such a waste.
I've probably got like 5 minutes of my spirit guardians left.
Well, you march forward through the forest for another 20, maybe 30 minutes.
Can I conduct a 1-minute ritual to get a spell slot back?
Can you do that while walking?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
So,
It's
led
like you
by the
can't
dimming
understand
light and the pull of something you cannot name, the land hums faintly beneath your boots. Then the sun, what little of it exists in this necrotic twilight, seemingly vanished entirely. The gloom thickens. It is night. So, you can press on through the whispering dark and risk exhaustion, or you can start setting up camp among the woods and simply hum of death.
Can I do a brain blast to trigonometrically deduce how far we might have left to travel? Sonar.
According to the Pythagorean theory.
Yeah.
Well, I've got
Triangulating
two
position
forms
of
of
the
flight. I can just pick one of us.
See!
Blindness
Oh,
is
yeah,
not, isn't
60
it?
foot, that's right.
Only
yeah.
60 foot.
Only 60 feet.
Is it more than 60 feet?
But you guys
Yes.
can't see.
not anymore.
Not
Oh, okay, never mind.
Also, it was still only like 60 feet.
What's around forest?
Oh, yeah, it was
Let me
60 feet.
check
Yeah, never mind.
here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, fly.
Or someone that has better intelligence than me, I don't know. I'm not
You
smart.
can roll
Yeah, that's not.
a survival check.
Someone with better wisdom than me do this.
I am
No.
very proficient in that
Surviving.
field of expertise.
I'll help you.
Natural one.
I just said I'd help you.
He did say yes.
Yeah, I said I'd help you.
Add a D4 or
No,
you
help
advantage.
is advantage.
oh, you beauty.
How are you helping him?
It's a survival.
It's like a
this
think
is
tank.
based on his because he can't see. It's not based on vision. It's
Yeah.
based on his ability to remember how long it took, and then the combat, and then the gut idea of how far Greyhaven might have even been from the first entrance in the forest. Looking at it at a map that maybe not isn't super accurate.
Mm. So no advantage.
Yeah,
I mean, he can
If
if
he comes up with a good
a
right.
I just
way that makes sense in which he can help you. I'll
You
say
got
it's fine.
this. You got this. Improv.
tell him how long we've been moving. Like, I don't know. That's probably not gonna help at all.
Wasting time. Oh yeah, I looked at CS.
Yeah, no,
Here we
What
crash.
if, Liam?
I normalize the spiciness of the air over a Z distribution curve and attempt to deduce how concentrated the spiciness of the air has become from when we entered to potentially some kind of mid or post midpoint towards the
Okay. So the TLDR is you want to measure how much necrotic energy is.
Discussion start right
I played
I'm
D&D
straight
with-
using a
And
level
use
of
that to measure
significance of
distance.
0.05.
Sure.
I'd say that would be an
Fun.
Arcana check,
Cool.
but that's also I would set a high DC on that.
I can try.
I don't.
Guidance.
20.
Is that a
20,
D4?
Yo.
Apollo's natural ones just eat smug.
Well, my natural one plus guidance is
That's a 19.
A 19.
Ooh.
Speak.
Is that with guidance?
Yes.
Nice.
You sense that it could be at least a day.
Of walking?
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
wrong.
so we got. I'm just gonna vote for camp.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I bet we can. Even if we just get half health back, that's still pretty good.
The thing is, if a bunch of us are sleeping and something attacks, that's
Yeah, we
really
We
bad.
should find like an outcropping or something.
Yeah, find someplace where
Yeah.
we're
Let's climb
safe.
it.
If we're hugging the edge of a mountain, can we like kind of climb up the mountain a little bit so we're not in
Oh, we just
we're in the
middle
middle
of
forest. We're in the thick of the okay.
Pretty much
Everybody knows.
Yeah. That's
a big tree and
we're gonna have to
camp.
camp, hey.
Who wants to set up watch? I'm going to say there's going to be 4 rounds of watch, 2 people on watch.
I'll start watch.
I am going to try and work out a familiar that doesn't need to sleep to see if I can put it on watch.
To determine if at the end of these 4 you do successfully do a long rest, it will depend on how certain events unfold. And we're going to determine that at the end.
I am going to conduct a small ritual that costs me 10 gold pieces to summon an owl that has 120-foot dark vision, a really high passive perception, and a good perception.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to watch, and I'm going to sleep.
Nice.
Wow. What the flip?
Yeah.
Do you have to set the owl to look for anything specific?
Not really. It just acts as a beast, essentially, that I can give simple commands. So
Okay.
I would essentially just say, watch for disturbance.
Okay, cool.
And yeah.
Is it going to want to wake you up
Yeah.
at any sign of disturbance?
It's gonna wake up a lot.
I don't know if I would. Wasn't it mostly pretty calm? Like, there wasn't any animal noises. So I was sworn that hasn't been.
There's
Yeah.
just shambling mountain spiders.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd like to
Deer,
wake up
obviously,
to
is-
those.
Those are chill.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll just set it to wake me up for a second.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. So I'll say the owl persists throughout each watch.
Yeah.
And on at least only one of the watches can that reduce the manpower needed for a watch to 1.
I'll be on the first watch, I guess. If
Yeah.
the sun's setting.
So do you 2 want to be on the first?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I'll be
everyone
on
else
first
sets
watch
up.
as
I would like you guys to describe how you're setting up camp and what you're trying to do.
Right.
Hang on.
Okay,
So
It will matter.
can I take a hole in the
Hang on.
ground
Okay.
Maybe
the
let
ground
me
like diggable.
be one of the first people on
Yes.
watch, because when I have a long
know.
rest, I'll
If
lose
it's
one of those
soft
shadows
and it's
that'll reduce my
Like-
damage.
what?
I dig
You don't get a
the
long rest until
ground
this
and
whole
I
thing's
use
done.
Oh, is it
shape of
just
water to
yeah,
move water
never mind.
away from
I have to
soil,
use- Yeah, no,
Campsite.
and I'm in a little hole
Sure.
Yeah.
near the fire.
Get serious.
But I'm flush with the ground.
You're in a hole.
I'm in a hole about rabbit sized.
Yep.
We're all around the campfire.
All right.
I'm just standing next to a bunch
How
of
are
chopped
you?
Back to back.
Okay, describe what you're trying to do to get the fire started.
Sacred flame.
I
You got a
grab
fire
Yeah.
breath.
Yeah.
Actually, it's like
Breath weapon.
If we make a fire, I can just use one of them to light it.
Where are you grabbing fungal material from?
I'll just chop down a tree.
Some of the
Yeah.
decaying trees with the black moss.
Yeah, I'll scrape some of the moss off the tree for
Mm.
like kindling, and then some wood and shit from it. They're all rotting, so I'm
Okay.
sure I can just like punch a tree.
You sure
might
you're not
not
going to
actually.
breathe in, like,
What's that?
saying you sure you're not going to end up accidentally putting necrotic dust in the air or something?
He's a paladin.
Nah, it's
You'll
fine.
be alright.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I guess as you do that, and the moss adds to some of the smoke. The smoke stinks, and it hurts your nose a bit.
All right. We should give up on this. Well, maybe if the moss burns away and it's just wood left over,
Yeah.
then it'll be fine. Is it just the start?
Yeah,
Or is it just the smell just continues?
After a few minutes, it's gone.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Oh,
Don't
John,
breathe it in just while
John,
we
check
light
your bag, see if the bodies are still intact. They could be flammable.
it. That's
Why would that be bad?
that's like throwing a steak on a fire. Like, oh yeah, it's fuel, guys.
Like cloves, at least.
Let's trade this.
I don't have naked people in a bag.
Okay, so fire's lit
It is very lit.
and is lit.
And then people huddle up, and then we'll like kind of go back to back. Whoever's on watch is looking opposite direction to the other person.
Yep.
Maybe if
And
there
there's
are
also
trees
there's three of
nearby.
us. There's an owl as well. Darcy's owl's on watch.
Yeah,
The owl is just going to be like perched on my head, ready to peck.
So you're doing back to back.
yeah, back to back. And everyone's sort of sleeping near the fireplace, except for those on watch who are kind of looking outwards.
So each
at
got like a 180
equidistant.
degree.
Let's do owl. All
So-
right. So
Is it you? Is this you?
Yeah.
So it's okay. Yeah.
some more mechanics about this attempt to long rest. So for each watch segment, I'd like someone on watch to roll a d12. In general, not entirely true. The higher the result, the better the outcome. I will also roll behind the screen a d12, and you can choose whether you want your number or mine
After seeing the roll number.
after seeing the roll number.
Okay. So it's like a D12 with advantage terms and conditions apply.
Yes.
Well, no, just reroll.
Yeah.
It's a D12 with reroll.
If you get a 1. That's,
Okay, and that's just one of us roll.
Yeah, one of us.
All right. Do you want to roll or do you want me to roll?
well, you roll, but it's my die, and it's
All right.
here.
Wait,
So it's
the
really
conditions.
even, really even.
Are we taking it or
Should
not
that
taking
fall
it?
off, or is it still on the tray?
It's on the tray. I think.
Oh,
So we're using it? What is it?
Please stay here.
Walk away for 1 second.
down under
Five.
Oh,
5.
Wait, what did you roll? Why is this? This is not the.
D12.
D12. D12.
You can have it if you want.
Do you want to
I
use
think
that
that's
roll, or do you want to use my roll?
I will.
Do we get to know what your roll is?
Nope.
Afterwards?
five's lower than
Five's lower than the mean.
Oh,
So you know what that means.
Take the
the
five.
odds.
Is it
Take
low?
the 5. No,
The odds are in our favor.
We're gambling
Yeah.
then. I reckon we take your roll.
My roll.
Yeah.
This is so gonna work.
Do we get to know what your roll
We're gonna get healed during our
Yeah.
watch.
Nope.
The means in our favor.
Camp is quiet,
Oh, I like that.
but you feel very uneasy.
I'm just tired.
Mechanically, this is disadvantage on initiative rolls during the next encounter.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What if I have initiative advantage from my shield? Ignored.
Then it's a flat roll.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're uneasy.
How would you like to complete your watch?
All right.
I'm starting to feel cold.
Ooh. Reminds me of home. How do we end our
So
watch?
our watches.
Just some RP moments, right?
Oh yeah, did we discuss who was going to go next?
Yeah, true.
Oh, good.
Just wake up two random people.
Yeah.
You're next.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I mean, why
We did that in water.
We did.
Right. He gets off because he has an owl. I wake up. Oh no!
One of the 4 watches you can do one person only with the assistance of the owl.
You can choose.
Foul action.
Oh, Max.
I want to see garlic butter by himself.
So we're just gonna go.
Right, guys.
I wake up garlic
Garlic
butter.
butter.
Now.
Hey,
Jim.
Hey, Jed.
hey, you animals are gonna kill us.
Why does it sound like a Winnie the Pooh episode?
We're going to bed. It's cold out here. Then we go huddle up next to the fire.
Bro, this is cold out here, bro.
I'm gonna fucking hole. I should hit better.
If something attacks us, you better have some good wild magic this time.
I'm standing in the middle and wild magicking.
That seems bad.
What?
But yeah, I mean, if there's
I
enemies,
want everyone to like the actual plane.
Bro's like,
I
sleeping
feel,
deprived.
Good man. Keep them alive. I know.
I feel like I'm gonna get cooked.
Patrick, can I have one?
Yes. If someone wants one of these, they can have one.
Thank you.
Please describe how you're waking him up. How it looks like you're being woken up. Like,
Hey, champ.
What's the reactions going on?
I'm in a hole, by the way.
Alive.
You're what? Sorry.
In a hole.
You're in a hole.
Yeah, it's a rabbit.
Oh yeah.
Then.
No, while asleep before.
Oh, okay.
I got a stick. Poke into the hole.
My bun.
Heat it
I
up in
got
the
it. I won't do that. I don't want the rabbit to bite me. Rabid animal in the hole. So I'm just gonna gently poke him and be like, wake up.
It's allowed
It's your turn for one.
It's your turn for
Don't
one.
wake anyone else.
Paula and I are tired. We're going to bed.
Me, Fallon, and Spirit go and keep
Fallon?
watch.
Fallon in spirit.
All
Alright. Before we roll, can you describe how you're positioning yourself? What you may be looking out for?
We awake still at the sun. What do we?
Sound asleep.
As
Yeah.
he's doing this, you make your way to bed.
Well, I
The
pretty
owl
much just
very
don't move
eerily
and I just stand
watches
up
him.
So
in my hole.
Okay, he was in a hole. What's everyone else sleeping in?
Me.
How have you set up bed?
The rags that I'm still wrapped in.
Yep.
We're going around.
Straight on the ground, nice.
I thought we had like supplies.
Yeah, we got
So
bedroll and stuff.
I had like a bedroll. I thought, yeah.
Yeah, I just go sleep in my bedroll.
Oh, fuck all.
I've got clothes, a pouch, a card set, and a cold resistance potion.
I have a magical chest set.
Yeah, I've got a bedroll.
Yeah. For some reason, I have 7.
7 better rolls?
I think that should be 7 rations, surely.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah. No, 7 bedrolls.
7 bedrolls.
That's actually really
One
weird.
bedroll.
when you forget that you added the starting equipment.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just cozy up into
seven
two
bedrolls.
7 bedrolls, so I'm extra warm.
Dusty.
All right.
Just gonna use my axe to chip
can now roll
and
on the-
soften it.
I'm taking your roll.
All right.
I rolled a 1, so you can't do worse than me. Fallon.
A ghostly echo.
I'm
One
dead.
of the shambling bounds passes by. Can I please have a wisdom saving throw?
Does my owl need to make a wisdom
From
save?
everyone.
Okay. And
Oh,
the
no.
owl?
A wisdom. What
That's
is
fine.
what is the thematic meaning
It's
of a
plus
wisdom
0.
saving throw? Like, how can we do it if we're asleep? What is it? What is the meaning? Like this?
Ghostly echo of the shambling mound.
Kind of like
Galahad
mental
sees it
fortitude. Mental
sweeping
fortitude.
over everyone in the camp.
Is
Before
this count as
disappearing.
I'm about to
Because I
die.
get advantage of magical effects.
Yes.
Shit.
Come on, check what's
Okay, so it's
Wisdom
These I
saving
failed.
throw.
Wow.
Oh, wait, wisdom saving throw? Or just check?
Saving throw.
Cool. Got 22.
17.
I got 22. What's your wisdom modifier? 5 plus 4 plus proficiency. Mine's 1 plus
I
proficiency.
got 14.
14.
I got a 6.
Okay. Well, the two of you that were lower than a 16, throughout some parts of this night, you will be suffering a nightmare. And because you are a magic caster, you wake up with flickering, misfiring cantrips. And all your cantrip rolls will be disadvantaged to attacking for the next 24 hours after you wake up. And targets will roll with advantage against any saves.
That's
Was that only
This is
cantrips?
only from cantrips.
okay.
You don't use cantrips.
No, I've only got the two cantrips I have is guidance and sacred flame.
You get disadvantage when throwing your cantrips.
It worked out well. That could have gone bad if it hit the right people. I assume you haven't
Not me. I don't use
spent
cantrips.
any hit dice during short rests. We haven't really been doing short rests.
We've never done it.
One of the other effects of this is that the ghost passing by, it means that you would regain no hit dice during the long rest, but since you did spend them anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Damn, the strategic warlock
How does
job
garlic butter
short
conclude
rests
his watch?
hasn't really done much in this campaign.
I walked back. Well, I never left. I stood in my hole instead of sleeping in it. Like fucking yeah,
What's
I
it
stood
called?
up and
Mere
yeah.
cast. Yeah.
Who do I want to wake up? I wake up, Doctor Tom.
Dr. Bum. Dr. Bum.
No, what's the official name?
Oh,
Dr. Van Boom.
no.
Oh, your
full
whole
name, the
thing.
title.
The full name.
Oh,
It's got like 3 sentences.
it's in my notes somewhere.
Wake up him.
I know Audrey. Somewhere.
Yeah. Herald. It's like Dr. Bum Boom Herald of. Yeah, and then something. from
Osrin's
song,
title.
Yeah.
Something stillness. and-
Herald of the Singing Dragon. Yeah.
I wake up you and or you sleep the whole night, you're a bird.
Yeah, the dragon of R&B.
Well, there was still one person short before sleeps.
Yeah. We'd only 3, isn't it? 4 this time.
Yeah, because it's gonna be that,
Okay.
you and Cersei. Well, I'll probably leave him and Cersei, so I'll wake up you and John.
Yeah, fine then.
So
Yeah, Dr. Bum Boom is faster.
Yeah.
So I assume garlic butter's going back to bed the same way.
I'm going back in my hole.
I was going to take the opportunity to rest in Garlic Butter's hole and like stare at it
Which one?
menacingly.
Okay, that's
Fair
a
enough.
safer hole.
Yeah.
Alright. Describe yourselves.
I snuggle with the bird.
How are you waking up?
I do the
How are you positioning your watch?
well I
Did you both eat?
WWE.
We're gonna turn off for rations.
I'm gonna do like the toothless thing, where he, like does the circle, like gets out.
I just do like
With eyes.
the Indian sit.
like Caesar.
Alright.
Like with
It's right next to me.
One of you can roll a d12, your choice.
I'm gonna sit next to him and like drink a hell, like calmly.
so that means I'm
The
rolling.
healing will be half.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But it's half max for you.
just before I went back to bed, I
No,
cast
it's not one. I got rid of that in 2024.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So am I rolling D12 then? Oh, you.
Go ahead if you want.
I'll roll as well.
What is it, John?
9.
Would you like
That's
to
not
use
bad.
Pretty
your
good.
roll?
I mean,
My roll.
I'll use my roll.
Some time was passed, and then you catch this glowing eye. Then it isn't too long before you see the
Yes,
rest of
me.
a translucent merchant robes forming this body around.
How much gold do I have?
Merchant robes, like very obviously merchant robes.
Yes, very obviously.
I'm gonna walk over.
Walking past, it's just
I'll go with him, but
Go like
behind him.
flag him down like an ice cream truck.
because you've
got
got
a few
it,
gold pieces in
it catches that, comes up to you, and out speaking lays out on a floating rug the following items: a bottle of blood that boils in sunlight, a compass that points to the nearest corpse, and a dagger that, when crits, deals 2d10 necrotic damage.
How much is
I
the
want
dagger?
that dagger.
Doesn't respond.
Just take it.
Let's get the
I'm
prize.
so tempted.
Let's get the prize.
Wait, is it a dagger or like a dagger plus something, or is it purely the?
It's a regular old dagger, but when it crits, its damage is replaced with a 2d10 necrotic.
What's the first one?
What are they going?
Just double dice.
Yeah, which is what?
2d4.
Yeah, so it's a big buff.
What's the first item?
That
A
compass
bottle
is like
of blood
free
that
DoorDash.
boils
like,
in sunlight.
true.
Here's the thing though. What's the chance it just keeps pointing
That's
to
actually
Van Boom?
hilarious.
It might be free items and it could be cursed.
I'm explicitly. I grabbed the dagger.
Okay.
I grabbed the compass.
As you grab each item,
Yeah.
the figure nods. It's still there with the bottle of blood.
I give him all my gold if he takes it, and I take the bottle as well.
You place the gold on the rug and it falls through the rug. He's not accepting gold.
Can I give him a hit dice?
How does that
Can I
It's like part of your well, like when your soul gets eaten, you like lose hit dice or stats usually.
Can I open my bag of gold?
Can I give him a good
Pull
time?
out Marvin's corpse.
Well, you grabbed the compass, right?
Yeah.
They'll point to
It starts pointing towards the...
It works.
It works. It's not a scam.
I start drooling at the corpse.
Can I drop it on the rug?
It just falls.
Okay, well, I'll grab the bottle and nod at him.
Okay.
and your money back.
He vanishes.
All right.
You have these items.
Okay.
In return for Marvin's corpse.
No.
No,
Marvin's
no,
corpse is still on the ground now.
We have a compass that points to dead people.
I'm going to be hitting you up pretty often for snacks.
Look at the compass. What is
Look
the
at the
point?
compass.
It's
Pointing
not
at Marvin's
cannibalism.
corpse.
Is it?
So, and then I
I
put
literally
the
was thinking that the other day, like if a dragonborn eats a
pointing at
person,
your bag of
is that
holding.
like cannibalism?
Oh, that's unlucky. We're going to have to get rid of the corpse bag. We put it in another bag.
No, why would we get rid of the bag?
Because the closest one is always going to be.
The funny thing is, when Talon's back, it's just
Yeah.
gonna point out again.
Yeah.
This is so useless.
You're up, you're hunting Talon.
Yeah,
How
true.
is this not the best thing ever?
No, this has a lot of application.
Oh,
He starts saying stuff to Fallon like this points to
Because I
the
don't
worst
get
party
rid of
member.
bags.
Yeah, but if the corpse is in the back,
It's-
it's like bag corpse.
If we're not human, it's not cannibalism.
I'm not here arguing on it.
He included you in the circle. Everyone except him was in the circle.
Is there
Yeah,
like,
that's how I
is there
got
like
one.
a fire pit? We have a fire pit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it dumping the corpses?
Nasty.
before.
God, I'm
Nasty. That
starting to genuinely,
smells bad.
genuinely going to be hungry.
Yeah, Scarlet would enjoy this.
Right. That's how I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna smell it.
Next watch.
I'm not gonna be able to hear anything. I'll be able
For
to do this
you,
instruction.
it smells really bad.
So like to visualize, right? I took Marvin corpse first, and then the Periton corpse, and then I have also the goat dragon line chimera heads, and chuck it in there.
These three are going to wake up and there's just going to be like flaming skulls and like.
Oh shit! What happened?
It's gonna be there, and like there's gonna be a bunch of bones everywhere. Beneath everyone.
You're dumping all of this at once.
No, like gradually.
Can you describe that? How are you doing that?
Well, if I see like it's getting
Gradually, what are you waiting for?
until it dissolves like a little bit. So I'm waiting for a moment that
Not
I
to
can
put
put
the fire
another
out.
one without extinguishing it.
So you're going to be on watch for the whole rest of the.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then no.
The fire is not enough to completely.
I'll just leave it in the beside the campfire then.
We just have a oh.
He's going to take a nibble.
Yeah.
What if you
Of at
put
least
your
the
compass
parrot
again?
in
Where does the
yours.
point now?
The giant pile of dead bodies.
Save me a ration.
If they're all ash, it's got to stop pointing at
Oh,
them.
so I'll write on the note like
Oh, you just have
tend
to.
it to the flame.
Yeah.
This was just me,
This
Dr.
is-
Von Boo.
I gathered some
Medium
fire.
rare.
Oh,
Anyone have gasoline?
You've been gathering firewood for like real life months, real life like this whole year.
So
You
just
can
mark
just sit there
down.
and nibble for a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and then mark down one bottle of sunlight boiling blood and
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
call
they
it?
were-
Dagger.
If you're a fan of
Correct.
mint, shout somebody.
Cool.
What's the official
well,
name
what?
of the item?
Mint
Compass.
That
It is-
dagger.
I haven't given it one.
It's only good when it crits, though. Do you ever think that
I
makes
can
you
knock
crit?
people prone
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's really
with a bonus action.
Soul
Really, really
compass. Soul compass.
Pretty sick.
Tiflet points not
Oh,
add a vessel of a soul. It's
Oh,
the nearest
lost soul
MP
compass.
thing.
I'll come up with a name.
Not a soul compass.
Not a soul.
Well, it is true. It is true. So
I swear to God, you'll forget about it, and like 4 weeks later, you see this. What's not a soul compass?
oh yeah.
So it was when it crits, deals 2d10 radiant damage in addition.
2d10 necrotic damage
Ah, yeah, necrotic zone.
instead of the.
Instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
You also got not a soul compass.
how big is the compass?
You also got not a
Um,
soul compass.
I'd say what? I don't know what size.
I wasn't
it is,
listening.
but probably about that.
Is it something like that I can tie on my wrist so I can just look
I'd
at
say
it?
it's got like a hook.
So I can just look at it anytime.
You could hook it onto a belt or something.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Are you closer to the corpses you've laid out, or to Cersei?
I'll say Cersei.
It's pointing towards Cersei's back hole,
Oh yeah, she has
which is Etzel.
yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa,
We might have some interesting conversations soon.
Did you? We knew she had him.
No, about telling her the
Did you
tidbits.
dump out Etzel as well?
No, I don't have that.
Cersei.
Cersei has it.
That's Etzel.
We knew
Oh.
this. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, we gave. I remember now. Yeah.
If there's anything else you'd like to continue doing throughout the watch, whether that be talking to each other, any more role play, anything else you'd like to describe, feel free. Otherwise, you can describe how you're waking up at the other people, how you're concluding your watch, and then
Who else hasn't taken watch?
You don't even- I don't think you even need to wake me up. That smell will just rise me.
Like the Undertaker, where he like cracks his eyes open.
Yeah,
So I
but all cartoons where they float like following
Yeah,
a sense
yeah.
of pie.
the final watch.
I'll wake up Cersei. It's just I'll mage hand her.
Sorry.
Cersei's
Are you
just-
saying anything to her?
Huh?
Are you saying anything
It's
to
all
her?
hand away.
I believe it's your turn.
Sure.
Just
Cersei,
staring into her eyes. It's your
Your
turn.
hand has to find its way into a makeshift tent that she's set up, and she statistically pulled over some hearth, some
You just light the
Tom.
tent on fire.
over some sticks and stuff, and she was in a tent. So
Okay.
yeah, she comes out of the tent and just positions herself for the take watch, along with Reliquex.
Yeah, Cersei with the bivouac.
I have no tent. You got 3 tents. It's not use anymore.
I don't need it.
So this is the final watch, so that is, I guess, what is on. Before you find yourself going back to sleep, don't go back. Cersei says, "Is there any particular reason why the corpses are
Through the fire.
both sticking up the fire? It smells terrible, and next to the fire."
That wasn't me.
Can I walk over and be like, hey, stop complaining, it's a good meal.
There's like a bunch of just gnaw bite marks.
It's a good meal.
Let's just not put any more on the fire. It's an awful smell.
Just how to explain this? Wait, does she know these people? Oh, she knows these people.
She doesn't.
Oh, she doesn't.
I don't. Oh, no,
She knows all.
She knows she was around when these events transpired, but she doesn't know personally the Peryton.
I'm trying to air out of Marvin. Why doesn't
Just
she know Marvin? She knows of him. She was there when we captured him, but
She
we
doesn't
know
We
him.
stuffed him in the bag without her looking.
No, she doesn't know him. Like
She knows his personal level.
Yeah.
my excuse like, oh, Scar's looking for snacks.
Bag was,
I just nod.
bag was getting full.
She says, "Do you want to maybe put the one arm on the fire back in the bag?
No.
If not, I will."
No, I'll take it. I'll throw it when we're not with Cersei.
Your compass backs towards your bag.
So she sees the compass on his belt.
Yeah, I'll take
So
it.
she hasn't spotted the.
So maybe I'll burn the Peryton then. I'll keep what's his name?
Marvin.
Marvin's
And then
scroll.
cover our heads.
Meredith's corpses.
So, Ashton, how is Relifex taking his watch?
He's gonna take part of one of the burning things,
Mm-hmm.
and then just where he was originally there, he's just gonna kind of sit there, just looking back and forth, occasionally checking over his shoulder.
One of those clown heads of the show.
Yeah, like
Now,
the whole time.
would you like to roll a d12?
Right. Yeah, I'm taking mine.
And that is?
11.
Liam rolled a 12. Bet.
I swear. I swear.
It's quiet.
Yeah. Have you?
The stillness offers rare rest.
Alright.
Any healing done through hit dice for the next 24 hours while in Sablestone is double the rolled HP.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Short rest after this long rest, bros.
Oh yeah.
Did we lose all our hit dice?
No,
No.
You should have full hit dice.
No, but I thought the street.
we don't regain any.
Correct.
Oh, it's okay.
So from this long rest, you don't regain any, but that doesn't mean anything
Right.
now going into being able to spend them. Yeah. So that's your only way to get mass heals at the moment because you're still suffering from your good roll.
Yeah, I was expecting a 1.
I figured out a good name for it. Mortician's Compass.
2 1, so you got 2 times 1.
Hell yeah.
True.
Mortician's Compass. Good.
I got 11 once.
Snack.
I
Overall,
can safely say that every single time it was correct to pick my roll. I rolled higher than you every single time.
Including the final one?
Yep.
We got a 12.
Mhm.
I called it.
That's insane.
Damn, you beat me.
Yeah, I rolled a 1. I rolled a 2.
Yeah. On the,
What did you get as?
oh,
Streaking there. The only one that was
Yeah.
really negative.
Yeah.
The
That went
streaker.
well. Yeah, the night continues on, and I'll say this when we get to the end of it, we'll successfully mark a long rest. We'll have how it's going. Afternoon. Relatives wanting to do anything else? Do you have to watch?
How? Oh yeah, no, he'll just keep looking back and forth.
Alright.
Might go back and take another arm
don't
and
forget rations.
yeah,
Hmm.
nibble on a corpse every now and then.
-1. I think I'm nearly out of rations.
Well, I've been eating corpses the entire campaign.
I don't have rations.
I bought some. So I have some left.
So the sky is now a brighter purple.
Wait, that's long rest.
Short rest. Can we get double healing?
Sure, rest is half the time. Yeah. So she's going to start packing up her stuff and 10.
Garrett like charred.
Yeah, this is charred.
I'm just gonna crunch bones.
So for everyone except Skarsnik and Relifex, that you'll have to dock off the rations if you haven't already.
Yep.
Ground stillness.
I
And
did.
the long rest only heals you half
Yeah.
the HP. You don't go to full.
2 half or half our max?
Half of what you would get.
Okay.
So whatever you were at, what the difference is to full, half that is
Yeah.
what you gain.
Alright, I'm going to
That's
count.
complicated.
So max minus
Okay.
current halved.
Yeah.
I guess.
Or round up or round down?
Round down.
If I gain round down.
That's not much. Wait, if I use the hit die.
You can't use it by a long rest.
Yeah, not during a long rest.
Round up or down?
Down.
Down.
What, 41? Oh, 34.
29.
Huh? What's your max health?
68.
What
You
you
can't be at 20 something.
Hang on, it was your max minus your current half, right? That's
Yeah,
how
and
much-
you add that
and then
to
you
your
add
current.
Oh, you add that to your current.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm at 38 now.
Yeah. Beauty.
You're at that's my total max.
Your max is not
Weekly.
No. That's mad.
That's hilarious.
What's
What's your
yours?
51?
49.
I think this is a good time to call a break.
Yeah.
See. Get drinks, use the restroom, fill
Alright.
holes.
Second Folk Zero has hit the campaign.
Thing in Titanic, holding the ship up, and she's got like that in the ship.
Sure. Well, I think it's been 10 minutes.
All right.
Everyone's here. Excellent. All right. Welcome back. So, how do you guys all pack up camp and set off in what order? How are we doing things?
I don't feel in my
Are we
hole.
doing in order? Are we doing
Hunter rolls up his 7 bedrolls.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some cloth and just bundle up some remains of the burnt to a crisp periton to chew on.
Yum.
Because it's crunchy.
nice?
Just patting down the dirt I've like rubbed off my axe. Picking up one of the bones of hair left just gnaw
I'm
on.
a responsible camper, so I put out the fire before we go.
Well, with water.
While the fire remains, while the fire remains, I'm going to rhythmically chant and cast some powder into the flames, spending another 5 gold and summon a crab. Crabs have 30 feet blind sight.
Huh?
Can you telepathically communicate?
Yes. To an extent, it's like vague feelings.
Oh.
Big feeling.
Like, it's enough to tell you like where an enemy is and stuff.
That might be something.
Crab might be depressed, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So crabs have 30 feet blind sight, but you didn't know that.
I
Wow.
don't know
Would have been helpful in the
creatures?
last
We've
encounter.
been eating them.
that. We've been
Yeah,
using it the whole
dismissing
time.
Al, crab is my new best
Been
friend.
using
Fair
them.
enough.
Pretty-
Are they all just like
I'm 10
sitting on
gold
you at
deep.
the moment, or?
Oh no, they get dismissed to a pocket dimension unless they die. Then I have to pay to resummon.
Okay. Well, while you have them summoned, how are they? How are they looking? What are they doing right now?
That's just
The crab is like crab raving on my head.
Is it just
Just
like
one crab?
It's just a crab, one crab,
and
big
it's
crab. Like
Yeah.
it takes up a 5-foot space.
Wow, damn.
wow, okay. I was about to ask, like, is it just like a normal
No,
like, orange like sea crab?
Yeah, it's still a small creature, but for gameplay, like combat purposes,
Yeah,
it's still a
it's a
5-foot.
So when it
space.
dies, right?
Yeah.
What happens to it?
It puffs, and then I have to pay it again. Yeah, no, you can't eat for millions.
It's gonna say actually
That's an expensive crab.
Yeah.
It's a magic one, but it's good.
My
we
pseudo
could-
dragon died, by the way. I don't know if we actually covered that.
Died.
Yeah, when the ship crashed and we all had to make the saves, it did not save.
But wasn't that familiar as well? Doesn't it go somewhere?
Yeah, I have to pay to resummon it.
Oh,
Yeah. So I can dismiss them and resummon them,
yeah.
but then if they die, it costs me money to resummon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pseudo Dragon was good.
Yeah. Also, the crab has 2 health.
What?
No one
What's its
step on
AC?
it.
11.
Oh no.
the crab.
What the hell? Guy's a liability.
She called
Don't breathe on that.
It doesn't have a single positive stat.
Right.
All right.
I assume you've all picked up your bedroll.
Yeah.
Pushing on.
Mm-hmm.
In what way, shape, or form are you walking? Like in a line? In the...
Yeah.
Can we see?
Yeah,
Do we
I
know the
reckon.
Yeah,
direction
you sort of
we're
see
going?
the 60 feet.
Tie ourselves up in a rope again.
Remember which way to head.
Do we have another rope?
I have a rope. Can tie ourselves off if we want.
You call that a rope?
It worked kind of well last time. Did it? It worked well enough.
It
was
worked
shambling
well.
around.
They would have grabbed us quicker if we didn't have the rope.
Yeah.
And at least we could like try and pull people back.
Yeah, yeah. And we could, yeah, I reckon we rope each other up. Yeah.
Come here.
I could do that if like the fog starts to set in again.
Okay, right, okay.
Otherwise, we're just all stuck together.
Right. That's a good call.
Yeah, some people like to sprint off in random directions.
I'd, like, these two at the front, I'd be like third in line. I reckon we'd walk in a line.
Can you put it in here?
I'm happy to go right up the front.
You won't.
Have one of the tanks at the back again. So something coming up from behind doesn't
Oh, yeah.
go like.
But yeah, I'm happy to be
Middle
like
is-
at the front of the line because I've probably got the highest AC.
I'll be in the middle.
I'll be like between you two.
I'll probably be at the back then for this one, if we got them at the front.
So, let's push on for another 20, 30 minutes into this morning. But you start to feel your movement really slow down. Something's holding you back. It feels like you're going uphill, but you're not. And then you hear this scraping sound. Like if someone took maybe a piece of bone and started to scratch it along rock.
Can I insight check the ground?
Sure.
Okay.
My bad, guys.
Is the ground alive?
No.
Okay.
So I mean,
That's all I wanted to know.
It's a mimic.
Yeah.
I guess you could try and use your insight to gain some. I don't know. You could,
Here's what's
if you
going
want
on.
to
That's a
describe
16.
exactly what you're trying to accomplish, maybe I could.
Does the bone scraping sound menacing?
I suppose.
What would be the role to like see if you recognize anything that's made that sound in the past?
Be history, right?
Like history or survival or nature.
Could be a
Your
combination.
choice.
If it's my
But
choice, I'd
those
choose my
all
best
could
one.
be flavored to work.
I'd try and do like a survival check to see if I've like recognize that noise for one. I fail it.
It's a one.
That's a one.
Why do we let you roll?
I rolled two natural.
How many
ones.
natural
Does that? Yeah.
plus 8?
It's a 9.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's enough to make you turn around, I suppose. Everyone else is probably also. At this point, I'd say we'd want to turn around and hear the sound behind you. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyone who does, you do stare into the mist, and then it's not too long before a hulking silhouette lumbers forward. It's misshapen and wrong. At first, it seems like a rotting ox. Its hide is a patchy, mangled fur, and pale, hairless flesh.
Like a minotaur.
Then your eyes adjust as it steps more into the clearing, sort of around you with how far you can see. Bones jut out where they shouldn't. Hands, elf and tiefling, twitch from its ribs. Like, not bony hands, live elf and tiefling hands.
Oh.
Oh, someone's experimenting.
What-
Three
is
faces pressed from beneath its stretched skin.
Weren't the crew
Locked
members
in
an elf
eternal
and a tiefling?
screams. One jaw, half split and dangling from its shoulder, opens, and from it comes a voice. Help,
Yeah.
Do we recognize the voice?
The
please. It's Captain Alvaro's
Yeah.
voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fireball, fireball.
Rebirth.
No, I'm good.
Cersei, what are we meant to do?
Scarcely.
Before, so the voice is crackling with a layered cadence. You feel like there's someone in there trying to remember how to sound Elvish. It steps forwards again, and its hooves crunch some of the ground beneath it. To take a closer look, you see its hooves. They're breaking and then reforming, breaking and reforming, creating that sound you were hearing. Still walks closer, slowly. Single eye, far too similar. Stares out from a socket too high on its head.
See, this is coming up behind us, so I'm in front.
Yes.
I wave.
If we tell it to stop right there, will it like listen to us? Like if the person at the back is like, "Whoa, stop!" Would it like stop trotting?
Do you try?
Also,
Well, maybe I'm walking. I'm not there yet. Maybe.
a single eye far too familiar. Who was someone that we stole an eye from? That Thalen has their eye.
Stole an eye? Ellen took Etzel's.
This
Okay.
eye is likely one of the crew members.
Okay.
Now, you were mentioning something to Cersei before I
Yes, you
continued
were.
with the description.
No, well, yeah.
So you
What
could-
if it's really them? Like, is there a way we could bring it back, or do you reckon it's? Do you reckon it's not them? It's like a trick.
I don't think it's them.
Okay.
Says he's alive.
I'll walk up to. What are people saying?
Is it within 30 foot?
Where did you say you were?
I was near the front. I was just
Not yet.
between. Not
Not
within, okay. Once it's within 30 foot,
Very slowly stepping forwards.
Stop.
Who goes there?
once within
It gets to within 45 feet. And it kind of rears up and with its front legs.
Can I cast Mage Armor?
A bit like how a bull does the
Uh-oh.
picking up some the ground underneath it.
Wait,
Rears a
can you use
bit,
Mage
ready
Armor?
to
Alright.
run in.
John.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Does my Mage
I'm
Armor
thinking a
also-
bunch of us can fly, pick each other up.
Sure.
Do you not wear armor?
What?
No, I do.
You can't use mage armor.
You
with
can't.
armor.
You can't. But it says here. I can.
Have to be unarmed.
Okay. then-
Doesn't people get disadvantage
I
on
was gonna say,
initiative?
if you are unarmed,
Correct.
Oh,
My initiative
come
was
see
a
me
nat
before we go to
Oh,
bed
wait, it's
every
disadvantage
night,
on
and I'll
initiative?
cast it on you for free.
Ah.
Because I cast it on me and
Oh, wait,
Talon every
yes.
single time. But
No.
no,
Oh,
I
that's
John.
won't. I won't. Why is this here then?
Oh, I need to work out how
30,
much health
20.
Cersei's supposed to have.
With
I didn't
disadvantage.
change
Yeah,
my
okay.
HP after the
Because the other one was an 18.
longest. Cersei did.
Someone's higher too, I might ask to swap.
So while we roll,
Initiative with disadvantage.
and that's 20 and 2.
I got him at 1, so.
And that's 20 and a 2. That's tragic. If anyone's got higher than a dirty 20,
You've seen
I might
the
chance to swap
movie
so I can pick
Annihilation
someone up.
with Natalie
They
Portman?
could kill.
That's what the inspiration is.
Annihilation.
I think it's called Annihilation. It's
Yeah.
Natalie Portman. She goes in with a group of women after some male soldiers, including one played by Oscar Isaac, and
I haven't, but Loki
it's like DNA altering and stuff. And it's like a really fucking creepy scene with his ox-like or bovine-related creature has absorbed like one of the skulls of the fallen patriots like into there.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's
It's a
terrifying.
bit like the thing.
It's like Last of
It's
Us.
a pretty creepy movie.
Yeah, Skarsgård was just waving. Got surprised by the charge.
Like,
So
I
we
looked
got him
up
that one.
Annihilation Corpse monster, and one of the first things that pops up is the, what's the new sludge monster they made? Blob of Annihilation. It just pops up a bunch of things with that.
All right, I'm gonna roll this guy's initiative. And see how it goes. All right, Dr. Van Boom, what you get?
I got.
Initiative with disadvantage.
Yes, I do.
Skarsnik,
5 in that one.
Goliath,
13.
Relifex,
20. I got an 18 and a 15.
Calicbutter,
7.
Apollo,
22.
Cersei.
Correct.
I didn't roll with disadvantage. I usually roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
So now it was just a normal roll for me.
Centaur shield.
What's the order right now? Like, who's the closest to this?
It was at the back, right?
If you guys
And
are
then-
happy to lay yourselves out and get accordingly, and then I'll place the dudes down
Alright, so.
afterwards. And Apollo, you will be up first.
Oh, okay. You put me somewhere cool.
Well, I can't get that off.
Oh, is that your house?
It's my crab.
Wait, this thing's undead.
Dice isn't very.
No, we don't know that.
This one
Could be an aberration.
balance easier, if you would like.
I don't think anything's going to balance. It's curved.
No, put you on the crab.
You get
Put yourself on top, yeah.
crab
no.
jockey. Crab jockey.
jockey.
We're both small, so we can occupy the same space.
The crab's gonna have to make like a dexterity saving throw to like hold on.
This is just an undead mass, so I'm gonna guess it's
You're
undead.
claiming that.
That's what Apollo reckons.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon. So
Is it a large creature?
it's large. It's gotta be undead. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna move. Do you want another half project? With half speed.
Sure.
Speed
Are you throwing it?
15. That means I can only move 3
Minotaur?
squares.
Correct.
No, it's like an ox.
Ox. With like some with
That's
two
got
people.
lots
You're
of
Filipino,
flesh
you
and
know what
bones.
oxtail looks like?
Yeah, its hooves are brittle and keep breaking and reforming. And it's got some of the body parts from the compatriots in its body.
Well, it's gonna be tough for you, so
So you're doing a line.
Yeah.
Won't we?
Okay.
Alright, so for
Did
my
you want? Are you stepping out of line and doing that?
I thought I was already out of line.
Well, boom, it-
Well,
Just
that-
set up how you would ready for
Yeah.
like. You saw this. You had time to move around a bit
Oh, yeah,
out
yeah,
of
yeah.
line.
Yeah, I reckon I was like not really in the front. Yeah, I reckon that's where I start.
It came from behind you guys, and if Skuznik's that end, it's going to be on that side.
Yeah.
So move
Uh,
now before Kalia places it where do you want to be?
Yeah.
So I can
Rossi on fire.
Maybe like
Yay!
here or something.
It is. That's not here. But, you know.
Oh man.
Ooh. Wolf Rage. While you're raging active, your allies have advantage on attack rolls against an enemy of yours within 5 feet of you. You should have used that before, that's good.
So what would you like to do? John's still drawing it. That's all good. I'll make sure the aircon's on. Feels awful.
Yeah, depending on how close it is, I might try and do turn undead, channel divinity.
Turn undead. Reasonable.
Decent.
Could be an effective use of your action.
It's there.
I think turn undead changed in 2024. I'm not sure if this is
Yeah.
the new one. 2024 turn undead. I don't know if I updated my notes.
Sweet.
Um,
Does anyone want to draw any trees on?
yeah, I'll draw some
Yeah.
trees. There is a tree right in front of it.
It probably would be, right?
Well, enough. You're able to see it.
Oh, yeah, true.
So
That's not a flower. That's like the
The leaves.
log, and this is the. That's stupid. I'm just gonna.
Tree.
Draw like
Tree.
some little lines
Tree.
in the leaves.
Tree. That one's a shrub. That's important to
That's hide the crab in there.
specifically that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that changes things.
It does change things.
All right, let's calculate the distance.
You can see through a shrub. You can fit in a shrub.
Yeah.
sweet.
All right, I'm gonna.
So
So
what you doing?
120
What you doing,
feet.
Apollo?
So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 60. That's well within range. Okay. Is my spellcasting range affected by the forest in any way?
Do you need sight?
Oh,
It's within sight. It's out. It's like we can just see it from where it is. It's about 60 feet away from me.
Okay.
So I don't cast Channel Divinity yet. Not close enough. So I'll just cast Scorching Ray.
Oh, nice.
I'm holding a sword and shield, but I guess the fire comes out of my knuckles, and I like try and lob 3 rays of fire at it, and make a ranged spell attack for each ray. So that is does a Does a 16. No, 26 hit.
26 hits.
Does a 13 hit.
No, 13 misses.
Does a 22 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you'd like to describe how you're casting Scorching Ray and
Yeah. Like kind of, I'm holding a sword and shield, but it kind of comes out of my knuckles because I'm allowed to. I've got like a feat.
the mage
Oh,
caster or whatever.
I say some like verbal, igneous, igneous rocks. Igneous. Try and lob 2, lob 3, and then maybe the third one goes off to the side. It doesn't hit, but two hit it.
Yeah.
And do I roll once for damage and that just times it by 2?
No, each one's a separate attack, right?
Each one is okay. Where is it? I scrolled to the wrong place. Scorching Ray. Here we go. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 fire damage per thing. So that's one ray does 11. 11 fire.
11 fire.
And then do I roll again? Yes.
Yeah, for the other one.
7.
7 fire.
7. Yeah. Then I probably just hold my ground. Don't do a bonus action. I guess. Yeah. Done.
Sure, that's turn. Alright, the beast is going to have its turn. As it charges full speed in.
Oh,
Yikes! And is
where
going
am I on
to.
that? Can't see my look.
This monster lashes out with its jaw open, attempting to bite down on Skulls.
All right.
Doing these.
I am going to impose
Warding flare.
and give you some temporary hit points.
Himari's crab. Warding flare. Does that? Okay. So,
So
does it
I'll
affect my roll.
It imposes disadvantage.
Okay, cool.
Before it hits or misses. And Scars, you get. You get 9 temporary hit points.
Sick as dog.
Does a 12 hit?
Does not.
Fine,
Little
misses.
beauty.
What was
So-
the non-disadvantage roll?
I can do math. 21.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks, Hunter.
Yeah. All right.
Net game. Beautiful.
After that, it's going to rear up and then kind of come down and try to lash with one of its front legs. Does it still have disadvantage, or is it's just that one attack?
I feel like it's the one attack, but it doesn't. I don't think it specifies. It says you can take a reaction to impose disadvantage on an attack roll.
And, Yep. So it
Yeah.
doesn't anymore.
On the attack roll. So
Yes.
that means 1, yeah.
Yep. It's a 12 hit.
That does not hit.
Beauty!
I'm just saying
Let's
that.
go.
Like CSGO flashbang noise.
Yeah.
It's then going to sit back
Big shadows like.
and you hear a sob.
Oh,
That's a
no.
mix of voices of Jessica, Isel, and Alvara. It's just a crying, terrifying, echoing cry.
Oh.
Now, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this a fear effect?
No.
This is a magical effect.
Damn, if you get
Yes.
advantage of wisdom of saving throws when they're needing, or is that only with
They do.
your ascendant resonance?
They was not really
They just
good.
naturally do. How close?
It is within. I think it might be 10 feet.
Oh, I'm within. Are you the pale?
I'm
Thank God.
checking. Am I the
Clear.
I can't see
you're
myself
clear.
on them.
Clear silver.
Oh yeah, I'm behind someone. Yeah, that's
So
what
I am within 10 feet of you.
Advantage.
Let me check.
You beauty, I'm exactly 10
Yes.
feet away from it.
It is
I've got +0.
yeah, 10 feet.
Advantage.
You radiate a protective aura in 10 feet around you. You and your
Okay.
allies in the aura gain a +2 to saving throws while in the aura.
So
Not
not
an
an
advantage. +2.
It's not advantage, it's +2.
Okay, that's still good. That's still good. Thanks anyway.
26! I got a nat 20.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
6.
Unlucky, chief.
Oh no.
Was this a wisdom?
Yep.
30.
Saving throw.
Oh.
And a +2 from David.
I had 30 minus my 30.
Okay.
12, 30. I had no wisdom.
15, 16.
Anyone that roll? Actually, what were your rolls again?
26.
6.
Mine's a
That's a fail. That's a success.
30, 20.
Success.
22.
Success.
Dirty 20.
Success.
Well, wait. Sorry.
Yeah, wisdom 5.
Mine's 6.
12, 13.
But
14.
15, 16. 16.
That's with the
Oh, with the
16.
+2.
Yeah,
16.
I think
That's a
his is
success.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
do you have a +10?
I'm only me.
right
Only
now?
I can. I got a
have
4.
5
and
plus
then
3
David has a
proficiency,
+2, so I got 6.
That's right.
You have a +10 to wisdom saves.
Yeah.
So, Relifex
Oh no.
is
that's great.
currently paralyzed.
Oh, it's gonna be like my turn
Every
next.
time.
Damn
It's your
it!
turn next.
It was my turn next!
It's always the saves.
Damn it!
Apollo is like,
He's locked the frick in.
and I only rolled a 6.
So you have the incapacitated condition. Speed is 0. Automatically fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Any attack roll that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet.
That's you're at the other
Devastating for the melee character.
I don't think you could get to it anyway. He's at the other end.
Yeah.
Unless the second one shows up behind us, and then he's going to fight.
Oh no, I'm kind of in the middle-ish sort of thing.
Are you? Which one are you? I think
I'm the.
He's in the thick of it.
I'm next to David. Between you and David.
Oh, you're the blue one. I thought you were
Yeah.
the metal one.
No.
Oh, that's
That's
Cersei.
Did you say this is a humanoid creature?
Oh yeah, my AC's back at no.
Damn.
Absolutely not.
I don't even.
But there's humanoids in it.
Yes. That does not make
Oh no!
sense.
If you are what you eat, then this monster is a humanoid.
What are you? You eat everything.
And I'm a humanoid.
Well, that brings
Hungry
us to
boys.
Relifex.
I'm incapacitated. Isn't that my turn to scorn?
Yeah, you just turn and
Do you have to make like a save to get out of it?
Yeah.
yeah, at the end of your turn you can make another wisdom save.
The end. Alright.
It's always at the end.
I'm gonna. I swear to God. 11.
That's enough.
Oh, thank God.
Nice.
It only took my turn.
Alright.
God damn it.
This Cersei's got her go.
Next turn. I'll rage.
I wouldn't say Cersei's not at the back, but by the way.
Surfacing legendary actions, cries, and I fail.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a fucking nest effect. We
Move there.
layer effect or whatever it is.
Their action.
Yeah, that crap. That's so aggravating. Every turn. Oh, you're stunned.
Okay. Right, you see Cersei, she's kind of move her arms around a bit of a circle, building up this kind of flame-like structure that's spiraling into a bit of a cone, and then straightens into a line before she releases it out of her hand and is casting Aganazar's Scorcher at 4th level and is saying burn.
Spicy.
Right, and the creature needs to make a check save. It failed. So Cersei deals 24 fire damage.
Cool. Not bad.
Nice.
Good size.
Cersei's cooking in this forest.
Yeah.
Did she do much in the last encounter?
I actually killed one of the shambling rounds.
And Hunter killed the rest.
I killed a lot of spiders.
Yeah.
She's going
Yeah, which
to.
shows a fair amount of stuff.
I got to that's true though.
True, yeah.
Did you say this is a bonus action? Ah, right, I'll do it. That's fine. Yep, I think she's going to end it further. I'll bring this to Goliath with garlic butter on that. Okay. Don't forget, send resonance exists. That is an option, yes. I would like to move up to the guy.
Yep. Using your ascendant resin might be a good idea, actually.
It might be. Let me see.
But you won't have it again.
I won't.
This is a single target.
It could be
I'll
a big
see.
target.
I'll see. In this first round, I'm going
If
to.
we get unlucky with the paralyzers, this could go south very quick.
I'm gonna just try and hit it.
Cool. Whack.
Smack. And I'm going to smack him. Smack him so hard. And there. Does a 20 hit?
20 hits.
Nice. Okay. That
Are you
is
swinging in with the quarterstaff?
the longsword.
Yeah.
So that is 12 plus I'm going to smite.
12. What damage?
That is 12 slashing.
Okay. So your sword magical.
No.
Is it silvered?
No,
12
not the
is
Witcher.
reduced to 6.
Oh,
Is anyone actually
What type of damage is
percent
that?
resonance?
it's slashing. And I'm using smite as well.
Not worth it, huh?
My one
I don't
free-
think it's worth it for mine.
my one free smite. Where is it? Divine smite. Bam. That's an extra 7 radiant damage. And
How much
also-
radiant damage?
7 radiant damage. And because I hit it with the longsword, I've got that sap, like one of those weapon mastery things.
Yep.
So if I hit a creature with a longsword, that creature is disadvantaged on its next attack roll before the start of my next turn.
Oh,
It's nice.
I have the coolest backup character that uses like a bunch of the weapon
Yeah.
masteries and is a battle master, and he has all of the what are they called? The funny dice that let you do things.
I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, it's so much
Keep
fun.
one?
And as my that's actually my whole time. Yeah.
Cool.
It's a battle
Garlic
master
butter
resource.
with Dr. Baboon on
lucky
deck.
guy.
No, it's like one of them. I can swap myself with an ally in 5 feet, and I roll one of these dice. It gives me that bonus to my AC until my next.
What
turn.
you doing?
It's a D8.
That's
Um,
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually working.
Are we in hard movement still?
Oh no. Oh, okay.
You purge the shambling mound. No, curse. 1, 2, 3.
I'm excited to see what will happen. Well, imagine.
Oh no.
I
swear to God.
I'm trying not to, but it's lined up
Do
with
it.
my 11th spell.
A coward.
Just do it.
Just can.
Yeah, isn't that like
That's your
the
thing.
whole shtick?
Yeah, my main attack is made for if there is at least 2 enemies.
Then make another.
Because
I don't
if
know,
it
punch
bounces,
Cersei.
no, well, if it bounces off him, it's just gonna go towards someone random, I guess.
Friends, target the crab.
Lose your only connection in Grey
Not the
Haven.
crab.
Kill the crab.
I mean, I'll charge you for it.
Wait, which
but
one's
yeah.
Sophia?
Because it's not humanoid. Nothing's humanoid.
No. We're in the
Wait, there are
aberration
two humanoids inside the. We had this discussion earlier.
I said
not,
this.
It's not how it works.
I
just repeated the joke.
I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Justin, saying it bounces. What if you shot it in its mouth?
It has a
Just
chance
inside
to
of it.
bounce. I use a leveled spell, and I think, give me a sec, I'll tell you in a sec if I am one. Yeah, I have tides ready, so wild magicking.
There we go.
I'm gonna roll after doing the effect. So first I'm doing a range spell attack.
Take out my crab.
There's a 23 hit.
23 does hit.
Okay.
So what are you casting?
Careful.
Right,
I should
can you
also-
describe how this works. What is
Yes, if you describe what DNS is.
V is verbal, somatic is hands.
Yeah, your character won't require any material components. So just like what how are you moving?
Like this! And like try and lob things, but only like
And then you
one
could be
thing
saying
floats
anything. It
out.
could be screams. It can be literally anything.
I just shriek.
What noises do rabbits make?
You know, that's why I paused that. I didn't know.
Just cool. So what's
2d8
Let's get
for
damage.
each side, and that one for damage. So it is thunder damage,
Yep. Thunder damage is so
15.
good.
15 thunder?
15 thunder damage, and now what? What's that do? 97.
90.
Roll a d6.
Fuck. 5.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
You regain all your expended sorcery points. Well,
Sweet, it's already full.
We're doing worse.
Playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. The end.
Let's play the game.
all right. That's what I'm doing.
You can't use it much. So I'm still like blinded by the fog, right?
No.
Oh, that's
Go on.
great.
You have been able to since you defeated the Shaman Mounts.
That means I can Elvish Blast.
Yes.
It
does. You have to position yourself to not hit your allies.
Use the
Whereas a
spell.
real warlock now.
Ah.
Yeah, warlocks. Ouch, blast. Sure.
Which deals that extra 1d4 cold.
Oh, you control
all your
Maybe
range
control
spells.
Cersei, hell
I can
yeah.
see that, right?
This one.
Mhm.
So,
They're almost in bush.
How does Eldritch Blast work for you?
Important consideration. Cersei is next to the shrub.
That is true.
Yeah, true. And if that was a tree, it would change the game completely.
so my arms just like suck in cold air. You can see that. It's like it does that, and then like it goes. It goes and do like a Kamehameha wave. And then I'll cast Eldritch Blast. How many Eldritch Blast do I get now? 2, right?
Two.
Yeah, 2. So for the first one, does a 23 hit,
Yes.
and for the
Fuck.
second one,
Oh, midi.
does a 20 hit.
Yes.
Cool. That's 8 plus
Joel, if you're watching this later, that's how you hit.
10.
Got his ass.
I'm blushing.
18,
We're not even hearing any catches. To
20.
be real, if Alan wants to hear, he'd miss.
So that's total of 24 cold damage.
Not bad, dude.
That's nice.
It's not all cold, your force.
Oh yeah, it's force.
How
Sorry.
much is force?
Isn't that nearly max?
So that's minus
Oh,
6.
sounds really good.
If
From
you've
that.
taken,
Oh, so 6 is 6
His
is
max is 14 per
6.
hit.
Okay.
So 18.
there's a warlock.
So that was nearly
Um,
max.
What's the warlock thing?
No, because I have plus D4 from my.
Yeah. So 14 per.
You notice the force component
What's
striking
the
it hard.
Eldritch Invocation that like
The
adds a
cold
charisma
shards
modifier to the
embedded in
damage?
there with your
That's awesome.
Eldritch Blast kind of just
Agonizing blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, agonizing
Still
blast.
good.
Yeah, if he's got +5 charisma.
At least
unaffected.
by cold.
Unaffected much. So it takes a little bit of cold, but
I hope it's not resistant to lightning again.
And that's my action, right?
yes.
For bonus side.
Bonus
I don't have any.
action.
I don't have any. No, I'll end my turn there.
Alright. Skarsnik, you're up with Apollo on deck.
No way. Scarcely's kind of angry, like a little bit angry, because like he tried to keep this captain alive for a long time.
Mm.
So he's going to cast Call Lightning as 3rd level.
Yep.
As the small, ever-present lightning sort of crinkles around him, blooms into a large thunderstorm, covering what you can see of the sky. And his verbal components are very arrogant. He's a very prideful person. As he pushes out his hand, gestures down, and just says, "Kneel," as a crack of lightning smashes into the top of the creature. And I need a
Excellent.
dex save.
7.
That is a fail, as it takes 33 lightning damage.
33 lightning damage.
Oh.
It is going to burn a legendary resistance.
Coward!
To reduce that by half. But no, that's sick nonetheless. Anything else?
Bonus action, I ask my crab if it can see anything when it's 30 feet blind to sight.
I can't see anything aside from this creature.
Okay, cool. No, that's it.
Excellent. So, Polly, you are up.
All right. In the new rules, turn undead is it ends whenever it takes damage. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I will walk up to it. I'll try and walk up to it. Walk a bit closer. Maybe march a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, before I march over to it, I
Spirit Guardian.
I'll press my hand to my sunlight crest, which begins to glow. Kind of look up into the sky and whisper to myself under the helmet, and 4 golden angelic figures descend in a circle around me as a haunting celestial hymn fills the air, and a chorus of women's voices echo kind of around us.
How's that sound?
Yeah, I'm gonna make you do that.
I'm imagining, do you know that one like World of Warcraft cinematic with Paladin?
Yes.
He, like, puts his
Yeah.
hand- yeah. That's what I'm imagining.
And then, empowered by this kind of golden light, I just sort of march a bit closer to it. 1 step, 2 step.
Ooh.
It's in my
Yeah, so
it's
then
in my radius
It's a
now.
wisdom save.
You're mine.
You're
You
I will-
are mine.
That's a 4.
No, it fails.
It is
I
all.
now roll. Oopsies.
Some god.
Get it out.
5, 1, 3. 8, 9. That's not good. That's not that great. Okay. 9
Radiant.
radiant damage.
Alrighty.
Next boss is going to
How
be
do you
the
wanna do
Radiant.
Yeah. And I can't really bonus action, no. Nah,
That's it.
that is it.
It has its go.
I swear to
Oh, did it start its turn in my radiance?
Yes.
Liam's gonna punch you.
18.
It succeeds.
Liam, take it too.
Hey?
Oh. 8, 9, 10. If I'm actually 5 radiant.
two what?
5.
Yeah.
Such a good spell.
And then, did you already
I
use
halved
it?
it for you. Yeah. I rolled 10.
Okay. All right. It's going to lash out with its jaw, attempting to bite down on Goliath, choosing a different target this time. So
I impose disadvantage.
I think it already had disadvantage from something on its next attack, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
really
don't.
cool. I
don't
won't do
any
that then.
reaction.
Okay, yeah.
Something like that, I thought.
Won't do that.
Yeah, from that attack with the long sword.
Yeah.
Love the box. That's so cute. Isn't it box?
Yeah,
24 to hit.
that's the
With
awesome one I put
disadvantage?
against one.
Disadvantage rolled 17 and 19.
That's correct.
Like when that is.
Oh yeah.
So does that hit?
It's technically not a fair dice though, is it?
From the bite.
Oh, that's like mine.
Because like the way it looks
Down to
weighted,
20.
that's one is on the bottom.
Yeah. I'd assume that's
Cool. Imagine like the Venn diagram of death.
Yeah, maybe it could be the same density.
Just
Yeah.
area of effect.
That's what I'm
in
assuming.
the middle. Just die. Anything in the middle. Die.
17 piercing
I
damage
do
from
really like
the
these dice.
Because that's kind of
the teeth.
sucking.
Ow.
If-
Well, the
if
teeth
it's
followed
weighted,
by-
yeah, that's just it means you'll never get a 4.
3 necrotic
Never mind.
damage that seeps into you.
Okay.
Secretly,
And I
the
need you
lightest-
to make a constitution
Oh
saving throw.
shit! I think I know what this is.
Do you get advantage of your own saving throws? Oh, by the way, I'm concentrating. Sorry.
I'm also concentrating.
It'll be a 14.
14. That's a success.
Oh,
Nothing
that was a
happens.
1 on the side.
Almost shut your pants.
If it is what I think it is, I'm very worried now.
I don't know
What do you think it is?
Is it the stat ceiling one, where if it reduces your stats to a certain amount, you die?
It's in the ballpark.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you fail that, you have your hit point maximum reduced by half the necrotic damage
Yeah.
taken until you complete a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the monster I'm thinking of has both of those. Has
Yeah,
that
what's
attack
the
and then the
zone
second
three?
attack. What are they? Something shades? I can't.
It's going to try to then slash at Scars.
Yep.
Does it still have disadvantage?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Before you roll, I will impose disadvantage on that roll and give Scars
You're just bulking me up.
temporary hit points.
Does a 10 hit?
No.
I'll need to roll this die. It's going to try that again.
Mm-hmm.
At 13 temp.
Shit, that's good. It's a 25 hit.
No.
Barely.
A silver
Just
bar.
grabs. You can. Make me reroll the attack roll.
Yeah. Take the lower.
The lower is 25.
Yeah.
hit.
Okay. I figured.
I rolled one higher the second time.
Loaded dice.
Are you going to attack roll on your next turn?
Yes.
You get advantage.
Hell yeah.
All right. So from this slash with its legs come down, that's a 12 slashing damage.
Yep.
It's the brittle on its hooves going. All right, that's its turn. Rel effects.
Alright. This thing
That sounded racist.
it wasted my turn. This annoying thing.
You will have to move a
Yeah.
bit to get within melee.
Yeah,
Oh.
all the way around.
Well, he can't reach it.
I think you can.
There's a gap in
I-
between Scars and.
40
What I
feet,
mean,
he can't
movement.
reach it physically.
I think you can move freely through your allies in 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't
So-
stop on the same square.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move within 5 feet, like
Left or right?
next to.
There's this space in here. and there's
Yeah,
this space
I'll
in
go there.
Stacking all the auras.
I'm gonna go there, so it's
You're pretty safe.
it's in.
Bully this fucking necrotic beast.
And with that, I am going to Wolf Rage So while your rage is active, your allies have advantage on attack rolls against an enemy of yours within 5 feet of you.
That's crazy.
So just
Fairy rage. Let's go.
everyone's just going to have advantage on attack rolls.
Any attack that we do.
It just says your allies have advantage on attack rolls. It doesn't specify if it's melee or ranged. It's just any attack roll.
That is good.
Yep.
Nice, that's a huge buff.
That's good. Yeah.
Actually, it's probably resistant to necrotic damage. So
You're gonna
Inflict
wings.
This again.
And then
I've learned from my mistakes.
and then I'm going to try to grapple it.
It's a size larger than you.
Yeah.
Is it? It's
You
a
can
large.
try.
It's 2x2.
Hang on, you can grab something that's one size larger, right?
If you believe you can do
It's
it.
I don't remember.
Shit.
I think you can try.
Rules.
Also, like, it's absorbed corpses. I wouldn't be touching that shit.
Yeah, it must be no more than one size larger than you.
Well, then you can attempt it.
Do you get a negative?
Negative.
Grappling is 67.
Oh, it's appear to be.
Oh, yeah,
Towards the back. So grappling point. The creature can grapple another creature. Characters typically grapple by using an unarmed strike. Many monsters have special attacks that allow them to quickly grapple prey. Blah, blah, blah. So what's allowing you to grapple?
What's allowing me? Well, I'd have my axe.
Because that would use your action.
Yeah.
And it is replacing your attack action like unarmed strike, basically.
Grappling, it still counts as an attack though, right? So it'd still keep rage afterwards.
The creature must have a hand free to grapple another creature.
Yeah, he said it was like an unarmed strike.
Yep.
I think with Barbarian, like, you can thematically just drop a hand off your axe.
Yeah, I'll just one hand try to grab it.
How do you
Just try to grab it.
grapple initiated? It follows these rules. Yes. Must be in another page where it tells me about what kind of save or anything gets to make against this, because it won't just be happens.
I thought it was just contested strength, isn't
It's contested strength
it? Or
or
acrobatics.
yeah.
Athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics. That's it.
I'm not finding it in here, so I'll have to have a look. I want the official 2024 rules on it. I'm not sure.
Roll20 says when you want to grab
Is that 2024?
doesn't say if it's 2024. I'll check it. Oh, it's 5th edition. Oh, free basic rules 20.
So you need to initiate
Am I blind in the book?
by an unarmed strike. Strength. So you make a strength attack against AC.
Oh, okay.
Unarmed strike. Yeah, so it's making an unarmed strike attack.
Okay.
On a hit, you deal 1+ strength damage, and you can shove an opponent 5 feet or knock them prone or grapple them,
Yeah.
as long as the target is no more than one size larger than you.
So to make an unarmed strike, if it hits, you can choose to have them grappled.
And then the
Okay.
grapple DC for you is 8+ strength plus proficiency, and the person, thing being grappled, has to contest that.
That was so much more complicated than it used to be.
Yeah.
I don't get why. Alright, so to actually grapple it, I have to do an unarmed
Unarmed
strike.
attack.
Alright, which is strength plus proficiency, right?
Are you proficient in unarmed?
I think as a
You just-
barbarian, he is. He has unarmed strike.
Then yes.
Yeah, you just. Alright.
I think so. I'll check that for you, actually.
It also looks like the target gets a free check at their end of the turn to exit the grapple and can still take a normal action, but it's at disadvantage.
They nerfed grapple so much.
Actually, the target's attacks have disadvantage against all targets except the grappler, so it still gets normal attacks on you.
Okay.
What happened to it?
Yeah,
No, that's not proficient in unarmed strikes as barbarian.
So it's just
God damn.
D20 plus strength.
alright. If that doesn't work, I'm just gonna go with my axe.
This
Because I was
is
like,
so confused.
I know. That's a
Fucking wizard
21 to hit.
21 hit, that hits.
Alright. So,
So it needs to make a
No, on its turn it can. Yeah.
attempt to get out.
So it can use an action to attempt to get out, or it can make an attack at no penalty against him, an attack at disadvantage against anyone else, and it gets a free attempt to get out at the end of its turn.
okay.
Makes sense.
So,
So we're safe.
No.
No, he's not. We are.
And you get to pick strength or dex save to get out of it, I think.
yeah. So does it do the damage from the unarmed strike as well?
1 plus strength. Oh, hang on. No. Okay. It also gets an initial check to see if it isn't grappled.
And the DC is
They-
a flat number,
Yeah,
or if you
PhD.
test it against
8 plus strength plus proficiency.
So
of
15.
his.
15, and that's a
Strength or dex.
How hard it is to grapple someone.
They nerfed it.
27 strength.
So
Yeah, that
grapple
succeeds. Right. Yeah, I'm not bothering doing that again. That's fucking. No, I'm just attacking with my axe. I don't even. Actually, I'm gonna
So-
this thing.
I think you actually need the feet to grapple and all now.
What? No way.
I'm not. I don't know if you can just grapple it.
There is a grappler feat.
Yeah.
They ruined that.
But
Well, there's
I thought-
always been a grappler feat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that means that if that affects if someone can do it or not. Like if the class starts off with it, or surely not. You can.
Dude, they nerfed grapple so much.
I'll see what grappler feat actually allows you to do, while someone else can maybe look up unarmed strike.
While you were doing that, I need to run to them.
Yeah, go for it. Grappler feat. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike as part of the attack action on the turn, you can use both the damage and the grapple option.
Yeah, okay, so no, you can still grapple with that.
You can use the grapple option without stealing the damage.
Okay.
You have advantage on attack rolls against a creature grappled by you if you have grapple up. And your speed isn't halved when you move a creature grappled by you if the creature is your size or smaller.
Right, that bit's good though, because I can
So,
grapple and fly.
An unarmed strike allows you to replace the damage with an attempt at grapple,
Yeah.
which is what you did.
Okay.
So is the grapple or not?
No,
it's not.
No, it's yeah. It was nearly double my DC.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again. I'm just gonna breath weapon this thing.
Can you use your action?
It's
He's got multi-attack.
Oh, right.
It's barbarian.
yeah, it's two
Yeah,
attacks.
I forgot
and
you can
grapple.
use a.
And breath weapon's an attack action. What's the shape of your breath weapon?
I was going to try to go like. Actually, the
You can
beam
just
starts in
move.
front of me, right? Do I still have movement left?
Yeah, plenty.
You have plenty. You started
like
here, dude.
Oh, okay. I thought.
You've only used like 20 feet.
Oh yeah, never mind. I'm gonna
You can move like here and hit that way. You move here, whatever.
move like just one space closer. Just trying to block off the concentration. And then I'm gonna just use a beam, like just a little bit to this way, his left, so it can't hit anyone. It needs to make me a
Oh yes. Going this way.
yeah, like that. A dexterity saving throw of 15.
Please fail, please. Wait.
6.
6 that fails. I just want to check Savage Attacker.
Savage attacker when you've done damage.
You can
to it.
re-roll the dice. I can't remember if that's full
I think
weapons
in the
only.
new in 2024, Savage attackers can on your next attack against it, you get advantage or something like that?
It's you can
But those
re-roll the
old
dice and
rules.
take the higher roll. I can't remember if that's for weapons.
I think the old rules was you get advantage.
I saw it recently.
When you
How do you
hit-
guys know all
is this your
these rules?
feat?
I can barely play cleric.
It's a feat.
Yeah, that's on this page.
When we hit a target, hit a
Damage
target with a
attacker.
weapon.
Once per turn, when you hit a target with a weapon, you can roll the weapon's damage dice twice and use either roll against the target. Once per
It's a
turn.
weapon.
Yeah, so this isn't a weapon, so I can't use that. It
It
failed.
says breath weapon.
I'm gonna ult him with my breath weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're willing to like.
No,
Fair
I'm
enough.
just
Alright.
putting out 20.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled kind of bad. It's 9 psychic damage.
9 psychic
What
damage.
does a psychic breath weapon look like?
I don't
You
even know.
notice the psychic
Lost.
damage does nothing.
Or it doesn't have a brain.
I'm useless against this thing. Like,
Oh,
actually,
yeah, no physical damage, no psychic damage.
yeah, I'm actually completely useless against it. Like,
You can
grappling
just
it.
grapple it.
I'm just gonna have to
Also-
keep trying to grapple this thing that I can't grapple.
It had a
I'm-
legendary resistance.
I'm completely
Did.
useless against this thing.
Suspicious. I'm waiting for it to bust out the legendary action.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Is that turn?
There's nothing else I can do.
No. Does the rage check happen at the end of your turn or at the start?
The rage, like if I can keep my rage.
Yeah, because you didn't do any damage.
Isn't it just if you make an attack?
I thought
Make-
it was make an attack.
Make an attack, force an enemy to make a saving throw. Continues it.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
Alright, what's Cersei got in there?
Oh, yeah, would have had to make the saving throw for the unarmed strike anyway.
Yeah.
The grapple. Dude, this thing is just the anti-me. Completely useless.
Oh, I mean, the shambling mountains are completely anti-me.
Oh, sure, actually.
15 feet. Fuck him up, Cersei. Yeah, I'm just working out where's a good spot for her to be. She's gonna move.
She's skirting the shrub.
She is.
Shrub maxing.
She's gonna move there, and then from there, burning hand, so the cone doesn't hit any enemies.
She's gonna hit the tree between her and the,
Probably hit this shrub.
that's a tree.
Tree?
That one's
It's
a
important
tree.
Why is
detail.
that one a tree?
No, it's specifically
That one is the
that
shrub.
one is a shrub.
Oh,
The rest
the
of the trees.
I thought they were all shrubs.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's very
That's
important in
canon.
the story.
It is canon. It's
Right.
Yeah.
It's just some trees are set on fire. It still gets through to it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nah, it's just.
It's more of a spectacle if there are some trees on fire.
If the tree's directly blocking it, isn't that
I don't
an
think it's
advantage?
directly blocker.
Let's do it here instead. Avoiding that. Okay. This is gonna make a dex save.
I'm gonna like walk around it. We're just gonna surround it.
The dex save passes.
Damn, should have been more mindful of the trees.
Rats. Is that 0 then?
What?
Or is it half?
I know, burning hands, I think it's half.
Okay.
Hands.
I could read it on my own thing. Where is
Half damage.
it? Okay, there we go.
So 13 fire damage, half.
I think the only 0 damage
Six.
is poison spray.
Fine, okay.
Yeah.
It's cantrips.
Yeah.
If you pass a cantrips check, then it's 0 damage. Any other case, it's always going to.
No, some cantrips are still half.
Is it? What trees?
Like, the 5-foot AoE.
That's
Stop
a
Light
that.
you up
Yeah.
with
Oh,
deck.
thunderclap.
Thunderclap.
That's not a cantrip, though, is it?
Yeah, it is.
No, there's 2. There's thunderwave, thunderclap.
David,
Thunderwave is.
so let's go.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I am going to use my longsword again, and I have advantage
Yes.
from Darcy.
You've got advantage on every attack.
True.
On every attack.
Everyone
Okay.
always has advantage now on attack rolls because I'm using Wolf Rage.
Oh, yeah, okay.
As long as I'm within 5 feet of it.
Okay, so. Does it 24 hit?
Yes.
Sick.
Oh yeah, it is a cantrip that always does damage. That's really good. When on a failed
Damage?
save.
That is 8 slashing damage.
Okay, we just hit 4.
And I'm going to use Divine Smite. So my sword starts glowing, and I say, "In the name of the soul, I cast you down." And that's 18 radiant damage.
18 radiant damage. Excellent.
It's pretty fat. And then I attack again.
Nice.
And advantage again.
Yes.
Sick. Okay. 24.
That hits.
Okay. And I got a 4, but because I got Savage Attacker, I can reroll.
You have it too.
Yeah.
That's so
That's a
epic.
9.
9
Nine
slashing damage. Reduced to 4.
Savage attack was so
Sick.
good.
Okay,
Actually,
and
one
then
of
that's
the best
bonus M. So that's my turn.
Garlic butter with Dr. Van Boom on deck.
On deck.
On dick, on night.
Oh, Dick Brew.
On night.
Over the shrub, I fire a chaos bolt.
No.
Do some wild magic.
I don't know, maybe the metaphysical
To work
nature
out
of
the
the
wild
shrub.
magic. It isn't.
Make it vulnerable
That's
to
a hit.
slashing damage and psychic damage if you can.
But if it does that,
Do
it'll
I have
probably affect us
advantage
too.
because of Aston's thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
It just says you have advantage on attack rolls. So just any attack against it will have advantage.
That's gonna 25 hits.
Oh, yes.
I can do that as well for any enemies around me, but only for one turn.
That's still pretty good though.
So if I'm surrounded,
Is that like an ability or is it a cantrip?
it's an ability. I can
What's
do it
it?
3 times spell long rest.
Okay.
That one.
This doesn't come up that much
Where-
because no one's ever near me.
Sure.
And now he has advantage on it, so
The dice.
Vigorous rolling.
Um, $11 cold damage.
All damage. Alright, let's reduce to 5.
Oh, it's resistant everything.
we already knew about the cold damage, I think.
Yeah, you did. PvB.
Yeah.
And for my bonus action, I'd
John's over there schizoing in the corner.
soul 3 points into it. That's on the spell point. Then I have that.
Dr. Boom, you're up with that. And that. Come on.
You got it.
It's fully beat down.
You're going to be a good warlock.
I
or a
will.
missing warlock.
Guess what? I'll do
Yeah, Joel.
something different. I'll use Elvish Blood.
Ooh. Hey, I mean, someone does. We lost Fallon, so now someone else has to.
Of course. I mean, I can't do it in the other one.
Yeah, who else is gonna? We need someone else.
You guys glazing me. What if this doesn't hit? So,
Yeah, you have advantage on the roll.
oh, I do.
Yeah.
That's
Crit,
right.
crit,
Okay.
So if you
First attack.
That was good actually. That was really good.
That's a 27 to hit.
Holy.
That hits.
is that a no, not a crit. Close.
And
What is this plus?
7 force
The
damage.
+9, like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Plus
That's it.
1 cold damage.
Reduced to 0. It'd be 8.
Then my second attack. That's a 27 again. Wait, let me see if I roll for natural 20, which is I don't. And that is an 13 force damage plus 2 cold damage.
Reduced to 1.
Yeah. And I end my turn.
Alright, Skarsnik with a collar on deck.
No way.
This thing's still looking pretty sturdy.
Yeah. Oh, shiz. I am going to thrust my hand and cast Gust as a bonus action. So I'm going to need a dex save
Deck save.
as I try and smash it into the tree.
11.
That's a fail. It gets smashed into that tree. Or smashes through it and moves 5 feet that way.
Unless
Up to you.
As you
Unless
push
what?
it back, the weak and rotting tree from the inside just kind of crumbles
Yeah.
underneath its mass. But it pushes back.
Yeah, there you go, Cersei. Get fucking.
Falls on the
I don't know how you're getting into great initiative.
You'll be fine.
Break in.
Cersei. She was minding her own business. She's hoping you'll take a bit of damage from the tree.
It's not in 5 foot of me anymore now.
Cersei dies.
So the advantage
That
doesn't work.
be
that would be
suboptimal.
pretty fun.
Suboptimal, but like Joel comes back and is like, they're not ready. Sorry.
We saved her eyes for you.
No, he comes back. Joel's back. You haven't got Fallon yet because
Yeah, sorry, Joe. Come back next week. 3 more weeks have we got to save Joel?
I'm actually going to use my Ascendant Resonance.
I think next week's the last week before Joel's back.
Ooh.
So as I let out a cry and yellow lightning surrounds me, I am going to move 15. I'm going to select
Pikachu.
the Tempest Coil Mantle and the Electric Blink Conduit. So I now have 50-foot movement and don't provoke attack of opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to kind of just toss my crab over there. I can chill for a while. And just like kind of circle around it, like behind. And I'm going to need a DC or a Dex saving throw. Otherwise,
It's a fail.
it takes 3d4 plus 3 lightning damage, is knocked back 15 feet, so back that way.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
I didn't even, it's not even 5 feet of me for the advantage.
Oh, it is now.
It is? Oh, okay, good.
And is prone.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So it initially takes 10 lightning damage.
Okay.
It is now prone. I am going and
Well, the knockback's going to happen first.
yeah.
You say this way.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to barrel into Relifex, carrying him with, and then pushing into Apollo.
Oh. You're in range.
They both make deck saves.
Dex saves?
I think you get advantage.
Yeah, because of Ranger Sense.
For some reason, I think I have advantage on deck saves. I don't know why I think
Your
that.
Sentinel Shield?
Not my Sentinel
Can you
Shield.
control F?
I've been doing so
Sorry,
bad.
guys. It's my turn to be a nuisance.
What the fuck?
Oh, wait.
Every time
Am I
I've had
near-
advantage, I've gone
No,
badly.
That's a
I'm
seven.
within 10 feet of Goliath. No. All right, I'll just make it like a man.
As when that prone
That's
is
good.
auto crit.
17.
I'll actually have to check.
I had advantage and I rolled a 4 and a 5.
The end screen's out.
Sad God.
Should get a D as
Yeah.
well.
Glory 7.
Yeah.
Right, advantage has not been saving me.
No.
Yeah. I got a 4 and a 5 on my rolls. For 7 total.
Prone. Condition 372. That's like.
I don't know, I think we just get advantage.
Right, it's
Right.
half movement.
It's restricted to crawl speed.
So you
Can use half its speed to get up.
don't wanna lose the kids.
It has disadvantage on attack rolls while prone, and attack roll against it has advantage if you're within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that roll has disadvantage.
And then
Wait, it's just.
So, what'd you get on the deck save?
I got 17.
That's a success. So I'll say you managed to move yourself out of the way in a direction. What Relifex get?
I rolled a 4 and a 5 for a
4 and
7.
5. That's a fail. So that you take
That's trash.
8 force damage as the becomes prone, partially on top of you, but you manage to pull
you're
what?
in an advantageous position for your next turn.
It has its turn before me. And I'm prone.
You're not prone.
Am I not?
It's prone.
No,
I
it's
follow
just
prone.
like push partially on top of you, and then you've taken some damage from it, but moved yourself out of the way a
okay,
bit
yeah.
nonetheless.
Yeah.
And
Like a hard
then
shell.
I'm going to use my Requiem as my attack.
Oh, wait.
It's going all in.
I am. So my fists become engulfed in crackling yellow lightning. I get multi-attack. So I unleash a yellow chain of lightning, shrieking out from one of my fists. The target must make a dex save.
Mm-hmm. Fail as well.
As I get pulled towards the target, landing 5 feet away, and strike them for 4d8 lightning damage.
So instantly, you pull yourself in with the chain lightning. That's hit it.
Yeah.
As that's 22 lightning damage.
22 lightning damage.
Holy.
And for the second attack, is it because it's multi-attack
Yeah,
too?
does this exact same thing. You
So
just
I just
makes
another
it-
dex save.
Dex save.
But wait, there's more.
There is more.
I'm gonna make it burn a legendary resistance, reduce the first one to 11.
Skill issue.
Dex save is 18.
That's a pass, and I think that's just nothing. No damage. Yeah, no damage by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's about it for my turn, actually.
Sick.
Huge.
Apollo, you're up.
Do you have to choose mantles and conduits
At the same
As you can't. Like,
Oh, that's good.
At the
Okay.
start of it.
That's what I
Yeah.
want. All right. All right. I begin my turn by
Can I check out these?
empowering myself.
the damage.
Kit Kat?
Yeah. I'm surrounded by my god's elemental aura. I'm surrounded by a bunch of fire, and there's a massive like line of fire that lets out a deep roar. And I choose the mantle that Scorching Wake mantle. Whenever a creature makes a melee attack against you, they suffer 2d6 plus proficiency fire damage. And I will choose the Voice of the Sun one that ignores resistances and immunities to fire. Not that I actually
Fireball on yourself.
gain advantage on intimidation checks. Oh, yeah, I'll just take on. I don't care.
Intimidate this thing.
And so, yeah, I'm kind of on
Then
fire.
Your passive is your immune to fire damage.
Oh, yeah. And I then cast the True Strike cantrip.
Very nice.
I kind of raise my sword. It shines with radiant light, and I bring it. Well, Apollo brings it crashing down, empowered by True
Does this-
Strike.
Make the slashing magical.
It adds a magic component.
Yeah, and I can convert. It adds 1d6 radiant,
Yes.
and I also have the option to swap the slashing damage from the sword to radiant as well.
It's cracked now. I forgot
Yeah.
it's a cracked spell.
That's really good against this.
So I will do that. So I get attack roll? I get advantage because of Ashonian.
Yeah, he's back in range.
You little beauty. All right.
Rage is so good. It's
Big.
just got one enemy.
And then this is your sword of ice and fire, which gives you the
Natural 20.
Oh, you're welcome.
What does that mean?
Double your
rolls.
radiant dice.
Every single damage die, you roll twice that amount of dice on all of them.
Yeah.
Well, I used 2 charges.
You might as well.
So a bit of that will be cold, but who cares?
Yes.
So it'll be that's correct. All right, that's correct. It's 2d8. Oh gosh, it is 2d8. 2d8. Radiant plus 1d6 radiant.
2d6.
That's my radiant section.
Second.
2d6.
Second.
Oh,
six,
oh
so
man.
crit.
Holy. All right, that's my radiant section, and then 2d6 fire becomes 4d6 fire.
4d6.
Well, no, 4. It's 2.
Oh, okay.
It's doubling this time.
Yeah. So that's 10 fire. Someone remember that for me. 10 fire. 8 cold.
Reduce to 4.
5, 8, 12 radiant.
Mhm.
Hang on, how much did you roll for radiant?
12.
Like how many dice? Because you got +2 from True Strike,
True Strike adds 1d6
and that
radiant.
gets doubled.
Yeah, you roll 2d6.
So I roll
extra.
2d6 and 2d8. Usually it's
Yes.
one of each.
Okay.
Yeah. and then I rolled 2d6 fire, 2d6
2d6
cold.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Sweet.
Plus
that's
2.
And then add your
and then add
modifiers.
+2 radiant. So what was
So
that? 12. So 14 radiant. Sorry.
It's 28 total damage.
And do you add your strength? Because it's a strength weapon.
No, I use my spellcasting. Wait, what?
Well, when you hit with a weapon, you normally add a stat.
To the damage.
How does it read the cantrip you cast? Because if it just says you can
Spells.
replace the damage.
It replaces the damage dice.
The attack uses your spellcasting ability for the attack and damage rolls instead of using strength or dexterity.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, so is your spellcasting modifier only +2? Should be more than that.
I don't know where I got the +2 from. I think that I got that from
You're proficient.
I got that from your piece of paper. Oh, you know what?
You're proficient in the weapon. Normally that weapon would be like 1d8 plus
strength.
your strength modifier.
Oh, okay. So up add
plus
+5.
proficiency because your proficiency.
What's your spellcasting?
your
5.
spellcasting ability is 5. Add your proficiency bonus to it
So
because
it'll
you're
be plus
proficient in the
8
weapon.
damage.
Okay.
So
Wow.
you've probably not been doing the damage you should have been doing.
Oh, this is good then.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
that
let's
becomes
off.
34 damage from
Yes.
the sword.
That's pretty good. So yeah, true strike. And then I use, so that was a cantrip. I can now use my bonus action. to
What?
cast
That was
it.
a cantrip.
True strike's a cantrip.
It is. You're right.
So bonus action.
You're
I cast Shield of Faith on my. Oh no, I can't. It's concentration. I can't do that. Oh man.
Fireball.
Oh, wait, I can.
Just take some levels in sorcerer real quick and just spell up your fireball.
No, I can't. This is a good one. Oh my gosh.
I was very raging. I would have said just
Like,
cast it on me.
sorry, I need to figure out what to do now. I was going to cast Shield of Faith, but it's concentration.
Have you got anything?
What are
like
you
that?
concentrating on again?
Concentrating
Is,
on my
um,
angels, on my spirit
Of
guardians.
course.
You do a dodge action.
Dodge is a action, not a bonus.
Yeah, he's
action.
already used his action.
Yeah.
True strike is an action.
Cantrip. Ah, here we go. Healing word.
Could risk the attack of opportunity move out and back in of the spirit guardians.
Probably still, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's disadvantage.
Wait, have you got an action?
He's got a bonus action.
Bonus action.
I was gonna say you could just disengage and then just run away and back.
Run away, come back, and then healing word yourself if you get hit.
I'll healing word someone. A creature of your choice that you can see within range regains hit points, but it's halved, so
Probably
not that good.
effects, right?
Yeah, I'll
I'm
do
on
it to
30.
Relifex. He scratched my back, so I'll scratch his.
I also scratched his back
How's
with a
Goliath
monster.
looking though? Because he took a bite.
Oh,
I've got 20 HP.
Yeah, it's way more than him.
yeah.
Way less than him. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Okay,
I'm
Goliath.
only resistant to all physical.
All right, I do it to Goliath. I do second level healing word, so that's 2d4 plus 5.
yeah.
Second level, yeah, it is. Yes.
1-1.
1-1. So you got 7 HP halved in this forest.
3.
So 3.
Honestly,
Healing
thinking there's
word.
no way
So
from 1-1.
2d4. Healing word is the only one that's
The healing increases by 2d4 for each, so it should have been 4d4.
the healing increases by 1d4 for each slot level above.
So it's 2d4.
They buff it. This is
Yeah.
an old spell card.
Must be. It's 2d4 for a second.
So
level
I'll
healing
roll
spell.
one more then.
Dog shit. 2 more. 2d4.
Okay. Second level.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Oh yeah.
plus so
it's
7,
extra-
8, 9, 10, 11 divided by 2. 5.
Okay, so you got 4
Healing
so an
5.
extra 2.
Yeah.
Yep. It's 2d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier plus an additional.
No, it should be plus
2d4. Additional 2d4 for each spell slot above 1. What
Yeah.
did you cast it at?
Level 2. So it should be 2d4 plus 8 for you. You're
I-
not adding your.
I've got the old version of the spell, so I'll trust you.
You're not adding your proficiency to your spells, Hunter. You should be.
Yeah,
Your spellcasting modifier is.
I do.
Well, then it should be +8, not +5.
It won't be for.
I'm just the only reason I did that healing word. I just read it. It didn't say add your proficiency.
No, your
Plus the
spellcasting.
spellcasting ability modifier. Your spellcasting ability modifier should say somewhere that it's your wisdom score plus proficiency.
Yes.
Not just
Oh.
your wisdom.
Okay, so that terming.
Your spellcasting.
I thought that was just my wisdom.
Your spellcasting ability is wisdom.
Yeah.
Your spellcasting ability modifier, because you're proficient in all your spells.
So it's been okay. There you go.
So it should be +8 to all of your spells.
Right. So you get an extra 1 on top of even that.
No, you halved. It was 11. Should be 14. So you should have
Like
got
an extra
7, extra 2.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, that's my turn. So
All right, the beast has its gold.
time for it to roll.
Well, it's got to use its
Half its
movement to
it doesn't.
get
Oh,
out
it
prone.
started its turn in my angels.
That is true. It did.
Let's have a saving throw. I forgot what type. Is it wisdom?
9.
Oh, it fails.
Crazy.
All right. What dice am I rolling? 3.
3d8.
That's good. That's so good.
Where's my D8 gone?
I think I know who it's chomping down on.
Yeah.
Where am I D8? Oh, I found a mod. I'm blind. All right. Fuck, I have to drop one. This is 3. 3. 10, 12. 12 radiant. Crazy. Is that aircon?
Nice. Okay.
That one never works.
So, it's going to try to bite on Apollo.
Row.
16 to hit.
It misses.
So I'm going to try and slash you with its legs, its hooves.
Oh no.
That's a critical miss. That'll miss.
Oh. Let's go.
I'm going to see
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it gets a recharge on this ability. It does.
Oh, no.
So you hear that sobbing again, and I need everyone to make a wisdom save.
I swear to God.
Is it a fear effect?
Okay.
Oh,
Remember,
I'm
anyone
all
that's
good.
in 10 feet of range.
Please. No one is in 10 feet.
That's a rip.
Oh, no. Am I? Maybe.
Wisdom.
Cersei.
Cersei has,
That's good.
Okay, that advantage helps if she passes.
They got the same number of both dice.
oh, you didn't have advantage anyway. You're
That's
not,
it.
oh, actually,
I
no.
advantage.
Shrub advantage. You're right.
I gave myself advantage.
Shrub
with
advantage,
my
you're right.
Chaos.
Cool. So
16.
success.
21.
Success.
25.
Success.
2.
I'm so sorry, Ashton.
You're paralyzed.
Alright.
You got
That
25.
means I'm incapacitated too, right? Like,
Yes.
so that's the rage ended. Oh, fuck! I'm not
23.
Success.
Exactly.
16.
Success.
I am annoyed. I was angry, but I'm really annoyed.
Oh, no.
Only one?
Yeah.
Twice.
And both times I failed. It's like, I don't think a single
again.
saving throw I've gotten above, like,
2 with it. Oh, no, you didn't.
I didn't have advantage.
You're right.
Yeah, I just rolled 2 on the dice, that's it.
Well, it's absolutely fucked up. It's damaging.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Cancel.
Yeah, Relifex, if you'd like to make another wisdom save to.
Oh, do I get
It's
another
your
one?
turn.
It's your turn, you can't do anything. And
Oh
your
my
turn.
I forgot! 13.
13's a success.
Classic
It's not, you're
On!
not paralyzed anymore, and we move on to Cersei.
It's classic barbarian.
Yeah.
Let's
Always
oh yeah,
doing this
let's just screw you up.
Well, I mean, when you start.
God.
Hey, look, last combat it was Skarsnik. It's
Yeah.
gonna go around.
I got so fucked last one. Shit.
Why'd it have to be at the end of my turn? I could have at least raged.
Always the end of it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Paralyze is nasty. Yeah. It's just the fact that it's incapacitated to the rage ends.
Seriously, Steve, dude.
Oh well.
Celebrate.
Goodbye advantage.
Get the fuck out of here.
What else we
I'll
got?
have to use all of my rage charges because I keep
Who's
getting
looking the
pissed.
weakest?
Out of us, I got 27.
I got 27.
Probably still David.
I'm on 30.
John and I are both on 27.
30 feet.
I'm on 23.
You were definitely within 30 feet of
Yeah.
So it's actually
Justin's the weakest.
Justin.
No, it doesn't even need. Does he need it? He's got the shot.
Yeah, he's not in range anyway.
Cersei's
Cersei's going to use
Someone safety.
her grave
Double fate.
shroud ability, and you see those like shroudy copies of herself kind of come out of herself and then float around you, so that you have 3d8 to use on reducing damage against yourself.
Oh yeah.
She's then going to spend another 2 sorcery points to quicken spell.
Someone needs to cast silence on this thing next time.
Silence.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
that's true.
trying to make.
I can blind him, but everyone else will be blind too.
My crab has blind sight.
If I'm bear raging, it's just a flat roll. Because it's advantage. So
Use that one.
it's silence, so I can't try and end my rage.
And then the Minotaur has blind sight as well.
Probably does.
Next turn, I'm gonna grapple it, and I'm just gonna like hold its mouth shut, and that's it.
Yeah.
Not even like try to actually attack it.
Damn,
Just
it's
close its
Try to
mouth.
burning hands again, so they're gonna make a. Oh. Class may be in the way, but it's
Fireball instead.
she'll
That's like burning
use
hands, right?
as a scorcher again, so she swells up that beam of fire, sends that insane burn. So the dex save is a fail, and this beast takes from Cersei 23 fire damage.
Oh,
That's
God,
cool.
damn.
Not bad.
We have Goliath with garlic butter on deck, but we'll get through that turn on that. We will see.
Okay, I will just straight up smack.
Yep.
And still advantage?
No.
No
I don't get
advantage
it.
now?
No advantage from anything.
Yeah, my rage
Oh,
ended.
okay, well that first attack didn't hit. That'll fall. Attack again. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay, sick. And I'm going to. That is 8 slashing, so that'll be 4. And I'm gonna smite again. This time though, I'm gonna use Searing Smite. So
Instead of divine.
instead of Divine Smite, yes. So I just say burn.
See that beast
And
thing.
Searing Smite is 2d6. I got 10, that's 5 damage.
You hungry, John?
10 fire damage.
Yep, and at the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the target takes 1d6 fire damage and makes a con saving throw. On a failed save, the spell continues. On a successful save, the spell ends. And that will be my turn.
Okay.
I have a question.
Con save at the end, did you say?
I believe it was the end.
Yep.
Oh, at the start of each of its turns.
Okay, at start. So does it do the con save first before potentially avoiding the first round of damage, or does it take the damage then make the save?
As you hit the target, it takes a.
Obviously on the first hit.
It doesn't really say anything about the first save. It just says as you hit the target, it takes an extra.
Okay, and then what's the continuing effect? Can you
Yeah,
get
at the
that
start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the target takes
Until-
1d6 fire damage and then makes a Constitution save.
And then.
Oh,
Okay, so it takes the damage, then makes a save.
Got you. And the save, if you want to write it down, is 13.
What was your question, Hunter?
When my mantle, it says whenever a creature makes a melee attack against you. Does that mean once it's successful, or whenever it attempts?
Whenever it attempts, I think.
Well, it attempted to hit me twice. And
Well, I guess that's up to Liam.
yeah,
What was this?
for my mantle, the creature on its turn attempted to attack me twice.
Yes.
Does it suffer the 2d6?
Yes.
Oh, well, it tried to attack me twice, so yeah, it'll suffer for that.
Suffer.
Yep.
Suffer
the consequences. So that's 8 plus that's
Ready to go.
11 fire.
Get this man.
We're all engineers here in like third year plus, by the way.
11 fire plus 11 fire again. So took 22 fire.
That was so painful to
Shit. Right.
Roll 2
Anything
dice.
else happening on Goliath's turn? Or
No.
Was it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, right. I reckon we can do Garlic Brother's turn
Well,
in a couple of minutes.
I attacking with Chaos Bolt,
very
and it will wild magic or roll at the end.
do some of the shutter stuff.
well magic.
So badly wanted to
Ends in
stop
a
crying.
cliffhanger. Gets transported.
I'm just gonna move it again.
It's little Mister.
Oh wait, no, I
That
take
way,
full
though.
damage.
He's
Wait,
waiting.
if I use my ring, do I still get to roll twice to
I
try and
wish
get D20?
psychic resistance just
Yes.
take advantage of wisdom for it or something.
That's rolling with the ring
Wow.
thing. 19. 15. Damn it, I didn't get to them. So now attack roll on him. Does a 21 hit?
Yep.
Plus my it's above that. Sweet. It does 10 acid damage.
10 acid damage.
And then I roll 20.
Get it?
Please roll a d8.
4.
For the next minute, every thing you say has to be shouted.
Nice.
So sick.
So if you have any verbal spells, you just gotta yell
It
them.
has to be really loud.
Want to go breath weapons?
Same with her.
All right.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
And we'll finish off there.
Sick.
GG.
GG.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for everyone
Arigato.
watching live.
Arigato.
For everyone watching on YouTube later. Yeah,
Arigato, Liam-san.
it's been episode 2.
Sweet.
Woo!
Good time.
Yippee!
Alright, I'm winning this!
Oh, he's cooking.
It's time for me to win!
What a cook now.
This is so easy. Let's see this.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, okay.
Boom!
Oh, that's different spelling.
Shad tuna hole.
Yay, I got that one
Oh, he
right.
knows. He knows. He's been
Everyone
studying.
got it right.
He's been studying
I
up.
realized after clicking it, that was different spellings.
Congrats.
Swing the slowest.
Fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, easy. Easy. Easy alert. Oh, yeah. I didn't get it wrong.
I got
We win. Winning.
Yes. Oh,
We're up there on the
climb.
Oh, Yang
Okay.
catching up. Yang's locked in.
I know this next one.
Oh shit.
Oh. Earth.
Oh,
the spelling.
Yeah, that's spelling.
I have no idea. But it's a guess.
Oh, God. Damn. Who answered the blue one?
I didn't really
Oh, that was
When
wrong.
did the
I was like, I can't remember this at all. I remember it's Varangian, like the island.
The war ended when the bulwark was constructed.
You lied. When?
He has a streak.
The wall.
Everyone has a streak. It's on the top. It's on the podium.
Oh,
Easy
God
alert.
damn it,
Easy
I just
alert.
said it. Oh, never mind.
With the job. Everyone's
I'm glad you got that one.
with your paw.
Cooking.
I'm dyslexic. It took so long to answer that one.
Oh, is that a
Spell. Pancake dragon. I got this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mariba.
You got it!
You got it wrong.
Right.
Look, everyone,
I didn't answer. I was too slow.
you all got the spelling right of at least just the first part. So that's good.
Let's go, Yangdu.
5 in a row.
Alistair.
No.
Oh, Allison.
Oh no. Apollo's lunch.
I don't think I know what you're at.
I got this right. Mark my words.
I got it right!
I know, I guess I've got it wrong.
You just pick all yellow.
I went after landing. Fair.
I knew it was name landing, but I didn't remember how to spell it.
Hugely
I
It was
know.
50-50.
DK.
Ah. Okay, now.
We're gonna be a better guess.
Oh, they're all the same! They're the same number!
Oh fuck! I chose the PA one.
That one. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh my god, man.
Oh!
Every time I guess, I've got it wrong. Everyone's got it
Still second so far.
25?
Yes, and Last Kings.
yeah.
It is fucking guessed. Is
I got this right, guys. No, this one I got right.
oh
That was pure guess.
I knew it was
Yeah,
Darius.
Actually, knew.
I was like, it hasn't been on a green. It's been green.
I was Darius the second I
Yeah.
really knew because I was
Yeah.
like, wait, isn't it the Persian Empire when he brought it up the first time?
Oh,
Under the breath shit.
There is some double
Ah,
points
shit.
coming up.
I wasn't even there for that.
The top.
Never right.
Fuck up the top.
this is easy.
Oh, is it?
Wait, no. The spelling.
Damn it.
Synchronized slam.
Damn it. Right, sabotage.
I won't hit on the next question yet.
Well, you can get a guess. I thought it's still
Okay, yeah.
No one got it.
That's tragic. No one got it?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
No
I
one
think
got the
yeah,
right
that's
one.
alright then.
I know this.
Oh, I know this. Wow, that was
No.
Excellent.
Liam's so proud.
Well, if you got that one wrong,
I
Then-
completely guessed.
glad you guessed right.
Darcy's got a fat lead.
He does.
Corrupt faction of Flower Hunters.
Flowers?
Oh, I know this one.
Got it. Easy.
Wait.
Actually, no, I think I got it wrong. Oh shit.
No, I
Yeah, I
know
think I
this.
clicked the wrong one.
You're right.
I got it wrong.
Big dog.
That's my character background, and I don't know it.
This is where it all turns around.
We need to have a big lead.
Oh, I know
Who the
this.
fuck's
Oh.
Relaflet?
Real.
Big. Easy.
Oh yeah. This is a Zootopia themed room on this cafe.
It is.
Oh, what?
Oh. Damn.
You got your own.
Oh, that's forgettable.
Acceptable
I
answer.
got that wrong. I would have picked
Red and
Yeah.
Wait, did you get it correct?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I mean,
Wasn't
That's why I booed you. I thought you got it wrong.
I was just like, I'm
They're
just a
an
mercenary.
it's like an employee sort of a thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh
the come
shit.
up.
Oh shit.
The comeback. I should
Double
say.
point.
Oh, points! My colleague.
Oh.
Oh, creating and trading.
What is it? What?
Easy alert.
No idea.
I have a big idea because I got it
I
right.
just chose the one that doesn't have a flower on it.
They're all.
Because if they're making it.
Oh,
Hey,
Damn.
Ooh, David,
So-
up a bit.
Catching up. Easy.
What's 13?
That's,
oh, I got it wrong.
that's 3!
Got it.
One person got it right.
How
Hey.
is the oracle?
I got it.
I thought it was the Oracle, but I clicked the Progenitor. So I'm double round.
Like, what's a 13?
No, Yandra's fallen off. Duralex is one of the 13. That's your like.
Oh, yes, okay. No,
There's
now,
more questions on it. I don't want to.
yeah, I now remember who that is.
Another double pointer.
Main motivation, a covenant. Oh,
no.
Money.
Oh, that's easy.
I don't know.
It's gotta be this.
Oh.
Shit! Hunter's probably taken over.
That sounded like
Oh, no.
Destiny, so.
No, not
Well,
quite.
the throne world's brought up in the books. It was in the notes you found.
Yeah,
when
I
you killed
remember
the cultists. It was. Yeah.
Throne World. Oh, yeah, this is one. I'm getting this right.
Ah.
Moon Knight.
No.
The Hop Tour.
What is this?
Two of them have fancy. Ah.
Yes!
I guess the right
50-50,
I don't remember the
basically.
spell.
Yeah, this side of the table is really good.
Really good at guessing.
Single letter difference.
Yeah, a single like
Yeah.
sound.
Hello, pizza. Okay.
Trying to team by taking down.
I know.
Oh, I know this.
This is going to fucking
Come on.
Switzerland.
Baby!
Okay, you got it faster.
Nice.
What did you get? I got 1836.
17.
I got 1822.
1738. I didn't look.
I got 1822.
Tight at the front. Double pointer
Whoa.
again.
Okay. What is this? I'm guessing.
I think I know this one. But it's a guess.
Got
I can't click it.
Oops.
Yeah!
No one picked the red herring.
What was the red herring?
The blue one.
I just remember him saying something about balance.
Yeah, no, I remember balance as well.
I got it. The emissary. That's like the.
When we all like.
That was the person that was talking when there was that, like, all
That's-
those
that's the
13,
lady.
like,
Yeah.
Oh,
like
the
things.
emissary. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about the Oracle at Ashtonville.
No.
That last one, a few questions ago.
Yeah.
Curse by Resonance is a song, I think.
Yeah, that's the emissary.
Ashton dropped off.
No.
Wait, what?
Double pointer again.
Pointer. What is the name of the cloaked attack? Oh, no.
Steve.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Freaking Moon Knight.
Easy. Easy alert. Shit.
I guessed it.
I got it wrong.
Fuck goes.
Damn it.
Oh yeah.
I got off.
Getting duplicate.
He's back on top.
Natural.
Double pointer.
Oh.
Oh, I wasn't there for that session.
Narrative. Was that it?
Oh, I know this.
Oh, shit,
I
no,
click another one.
I get this right. I wasn't even. I wasn't even there. I got it right. What did you click?
Red. I clicked the red one.
Oh.
Shit.
Yes.
We remember that from the recap. Oh.
I'm in my fall-off era.
All right, we're into true false questions now.
Yeah.
So easy.
Ooh, this is true.
Because it feels like it should be true. So
I don't
it's
remember
false.
what they were.
Primordials.
What's a primordial? That's like
Primordial.
They're older than gods.
Okay.
It'd be like the Titans.
So basically,
Oh, Yangdu's taking over!
There's no way the clawback
Yeah,
off
up
the
and up.
board.
I have no clue.
It'd be a real bitch move if they swapped the true false around.
that was a bit trick question.
What? How?
Oh, Damo's back.
What's a super easy one?
I don't know the mysterious boys. Scan that shit.
We already answered this question earlier.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
I completely forgot
Chat
that.
GPT question. What is this?
The hound was white.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I just said no.
No
Just
change.
jam it too fast, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's what I found out
That's what-
earlier.
Yep, they are. You should click yes.
Nice. Nice easy one to finish off. And
Big D on
I
top.
think I'm last.
Yang clawed it back though.
Yang did claw it back.
Yang was locked in. That's why he has a PhD.
Pancake Dragon victory.
Big.
you can check that heroic inspiration.
No.
Oh,
Oh, was I last?